Good morning and welcome to Braxton Live. We are at the No Excuses Braxton County Invitational Cross Country Meet. I'm joined by Cody Dobbins. This is Shane Oney, and we are excited to be here today, Cody.
Yeah, fired up, watch some kids run.
Well, and for you and I, our first time at broadcasting a cross country meet.
Yeah.
Last year, JD Drake and Jamie Oates took this ship and steered it very well. I watched a little bit of it this morning trying to see what they did, get a feel for how the kids finished. You know what I mean? And we've got a lot to keep up with. I don't know about you, but seeing the numbers on those bibs sometimes is a little tough for me.
Yeah, me too. I've never done cross country before, but I'm excited to see kids out here and run, and just hope see some competitive races.
I think we will. I really do, and we'll dig into some of the teams that are here. There's actually, if I got the count right, I think there's 13 or 12 high school teams represented. There is, let me see my number here, 15 middle school teams represented, which is pretty exciting. I don't think there's this many kids at Holly Gray when the fair's here.
No.
I mean, they're everywhere.
No, there's a lot of teams, a lot of kids, and I was talking to Robert Lloyd, the coach for Braxton, and he's looking to make it even bigger next year. So,
Wow.
It's a big event, and it's a good thing to host, especially for our school.
Well, now, in talking with some of the cross-country folks, my understanding is they really like this particular course. It's tough. It's a great preparation for them to see where they're at as a team, as an individual. And so, I think what you're alluding to is probably spot on. I would look for this thing to continue to grow. I mean, it's a great facility. Look at all the room we have. Parking is of no issue. And so, it's this facility, if you will, has a lot to offer for cross country.
Yeah, and it's in a good location. I mean, we're central to the state. I mean, Work County's here. I mean, that's not a short travel,
No, exactly.
And the course, it does bring a challenge. And I think that's what these runners look for, to better themselves going on in the season. I mean, you got Kill Hill, which I'm sure we'll talk about later, brings a challenge all in itself. But, it is a good location, good course. And you're right, there are a lot of teams, and I'm excited for today.
Good. As far as the show goes today, folks, we obviously this is our pre-race show. Going to kind of lay out a few things. The first race is the girls' middle school race, slated to start at 9 o'clock. I don't know about you, but I can say that I have not watched a girls' cross-country race at the middle school level or boys.
Me neither. No,
Okay.
never experienced one of those.
I've actually watched a couple of high school, and then, believe it or not, I've watched a college cross-country. I actually went to a Fairmont. Logan Frame was running, and we went up and watched her run one time. And I was very impressed with the pace at that level. And I'm sure, middle school's a pace, high school's a pace, and then obviously college is an even bigger step at that point.
Yeah.
So, but the second race will be your middle school boys at 9:30. At 10 o'clock, the high school girls race should kick off, and the final race will be at 11 o'clock for the boys, the high school boys.
Yeah, and that high school girls race is the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Well, tell us why.
Well, in case you've lived under a rock in Braxton County and you don't know, our girls are defending state champions in cross country.
And that is the second team title
Yes.
in school history.
Yeah, first since 2010 when we won it in baseball.
In baseball.
And the girls, ranked number 1 in the preseason, come in, I'm sure, with a lot of pressure on themselves to do it again, and I'm excited to see how they're going to race today on their home turf.
Well, and we were talking a little bit before we came on live, and the simple fact is they have to feel some pressure. I mean, they're currently ranked number 1, and St. Mary's and Doddridge are right behind them. 2 perennial cross-country teams, that are always ranked well. And so they have to be feeling a little bit of performance pressure. They want to do well. their home course, and they've got a tough region coming up, to try and win the LKCs, to try and move on, but as of right now, talked to Coach Lloyd last night at the football game. Everybody's healthy, and so that plays a huge role coming in because these girls put a lot of miles in.
Oh, yeah. This, especially the high school cross-country team, I don't see a group of girls that, work harder.
I agree.
Every day after school, they're running around the school, running somewhere. And, it's different for them this year because obviously the reclassification moved us from AA down to single A. And last year we were racing against, Winfield and teams like that, and now we're a totally different ball game, which teams we've seen in our conference, the LKC with Dodger and St. Mary's. But, it is different, and, this I think they're cut out for it, though.
Now something that I feel is interesting and is the fact that in years past, believe it or not, and obviously Winfield, hats off, great program. I've had a lot of state champions there, teams as individuals. But if you will go look at times, the times in single A are just as fast. It's not like you have stepped into a lower, yes, you are a lower classification, but the competition is just as fierce.
Yeah, and the athletes are just as good.
Period.
Yeah.
There's and we'll probably, I'm hoping we'll get to talk to Robert Lloyd here a little bit because he was explaining to us, and I believe it's a young lady from Doddridge, is going to Tennessee to run. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So.
And there's girls in our program, without a shadow of a doubt, that could run at the next level.
I agree. And I think we'll see that because as this group, and Robert might be able to get into this with us, their times have just steadily gotten better and better. And it's not just one kid. It's all of them. They're in their time apart. A meet about 2 weeks ago, they finished 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then they had maybe an 8th, 9th. You know what I mean? It was like almost a sweep. So they're getting faster as a team.
And the good thing about it, too, is our team's still relatively young.
Yeah, they
I mean,
are.
especially on the girls' side, 3 or 4 seniors maybe.
Yep.
And the rest are juniors and sophomores and freshmen, which is outstanding.
Well as this middle school, you know what I mean, is looking good. And the underclassmen right now are very competitive. So you're exactly right. Things are looking good for cross-country for Braxton County. And, folks, don't get on us if we talk a little more about Braxton than anything else. We are Braxton Live. This is our home team. We will cheer on everybody, and we will absolutely, be just as impressed with any other team or any other individual from another school. But we are a little biased.
Yes, we are.
it only makes sense. So, let's dive in real quick. Give a shout out to some sponsors real fast, and I'm sure that you'll see commercials throughout. Folks, these guys have been with Braxton Live for years, and if you like this program, I know I personally do. I enjoy watching it when I'm not at the game, and even sometimes after the game, I watch it. And if you want to become a sponsor, reach out. They will be glad to have you and continue to expand. They just keep getting better and better. So, Braxton Citizens News, Dr. Chad Lancaster, DDS, El Gallo Mexican Restaurant, Gassaway Baptist Church, Glenville State University, Mart, H&H Housewashing, Little Caesars, Lockards Incorporated, Mid-State Chevrolet, Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center, Rich's Refrigeration, Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, and Welding Services, Roach Funeral Home, Ryan Shaver Photography, Sports Connection, The Boss 97, and WVU Medicine, Braxton County Memorial Hospital. Those are the people that make this happen.
Yeah, without them, none of this is possible. And I'm just maybe a little biased, but this is a top-of-the-line production you're going to get broadcasting high school sports or any sport.
I have not seen it any better.
No.
Hands down. And this is not a paid production. You know what I mean? Where these guys are making killer money. This is a bunch of amazing people that volunteer their time and make it happen. So, hats off.
Yeah, and to help us out, to help you guys be able to watch this coverage, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Braxton Live.
Thank you.
And
I probably will get nudged here shortly for not bringing that up.
But that's how we as a group continue to grow and are able to bring you guys this stuff. So if you could subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, greatly helps us out.
Yeah, and we don't just cover football. As you can see, we're at a cross-country meet. They've done volleyball. They do multiple basketball games, volleyball games, and it's a great show.
It is, and my favorite thing they do every year is the LKC championships for baseball.
For baseball, yeah, what a great setting.
It represents, both sides of your conference, but more than just Braxton County. I mean, every year it's Williamstown, Tyler Consolidated, usually Gilmer County. So we're bringing our broadcast all across the state, not just Braxton and Gilmer local counties. It's everywhere.
Well, and periodically we get contacted, and Eric could probably enlighten us a little bit, to do some playoff games in the football season. And boy, we've just – it's a great group, and it's an amazing production. And I think you'll see some improvement of the cross-country coverage this year. I know those guys have been working on it, longer extended antennas, trying to increase the range. And just the drone coverage is amazing. So we got amazing coverage. Look at that, would you? What a shot of the facility.
It just goes to show how big this event's getting, too. I mean, there's a lot of people here.
There is. And I would say, in all sincerity, not everybody's here just yet.
No. I mean, the boys' race is the last race for high school.
Correct.
So, you still have a while before they're even racing. So, there might be some more teams show up. And, it's just a lot of local people I've seen here, too. Like, I work at the high school. High school teachers are here for a tailgate. It's just good to be able to have the support for a sport like cross country that probably doesn't get the recognition it deserves like football does. And, to see people come out and support the team.
Absolutely. We've got just a few minutes. The girls are actually over there getting lined up, going through some last-minute details. Let's read down the Braxton roster for the middle school and put some names out there, names that we're going to be looking for. Fiona Groves is bib number 136. Taylor Hart is bid number 137. Brooklyn Helmick is 138. And I'm afraid I will mess up this last name. Is that Catella? Loggins, 139. McKenna Pritt is 140. And Faith Skeens is at 141. And did I see any more? Hold on. Some of these get spread out occasionally. Nope, that's it. So that is going to be the runners for the Braxton County Middle School Lady Knights, which slated to start at 9 a.m. and it is 8:59. So
under a minute away. This race kicked off.
Now they are starting out behind us, correct, Cody?
Yes.
Yes, they are. So we'll get to watch here shortly the pistol start. Last-minute instructions being handed out.
And it's important to know middle school races course will be different than the high school race.
Very valid point. It's a hair shorter, is it not?
Yes.
Okay.
So the coverage you're going to see for the middle school race compared to if you tune in later for the high school race will be different. Longer course for the high schoolers.
As it should be.
Yes, and more challenging because, they're older and more disciplined.
Well, and we'll definitely get into a little bit of I took a ride. I've actually walked the woods quite a bit, but I never actually went the entire trail. And so took a ride to actually see what they're running on, and I'm just going to be brutally honest. The beginning of this race is as difficult as it could be.
Yeah, if you can get through what they call Kill Hill, from there on out, it does get easier. But the beginning of this race, it is a challenge.
When one of the things that I noticed that I was very amazed about is the simple fact is they literally start down here at what I would call field level. You know, I mean, we're right next to the baseball field. And once they get rolling, it's all uphill for a long ways.
Yes.
I mean, it's a very, and some of it is pretty doggone steep. So if you can manage your energy and your wind on that first climb, I think you have a very distinct advantage right out of the gate.
Yeah, and that's what you hear a lot of times with runners is you got to be able to conserve your energy and know when to use it at the right time, you know, because this is a long course and you get up the hill and it starts getting easier, then you get into the zigzags and you know, before you know it, it's a long way.
Well, and I don't know about you, Cody, but the only running that I did was when I had to run to be in shape for a different sport. You know what I mean? I didn't run on my own. It's just nothing that I've ever really gotten into. But these kids put in a lot of miles to get in the shape they are to run the course like they're getting ready to run it.
Yeah, I tip my cap to anybody who wants to run. You know, it's not for me. Only running I ever did was when we did something as a team and we needed discipline.
Right.
You know,
right.
And we used to run the trail for baseball when we got in trouble. So, I mean, kind of first-hand experience, I know it is tough, but, you know, these runners they're born for this. They're a different breed to be able to come out here and do this.
I have to agree. It's a completely different mentality, this bunch, you know, to be able to push yourself all week long so that you can compete at a high level. It takes something special.
Yeah. Yeah, I always hear them talking about when they get to that runner's high and everything starts going easier and smoother for them. So we'll see how it goes today.
We evidently got some sort of a delay here.
I did see them up there painting lines, and they had to change the course a little bit, so maybe they're going over that. But there are a lot of girls out there, middle school girls.
Let me tell you something. I couldn't beat one of them up that hill.
No, me neither. And we were talking about Buchanan Upshur. Now, they brought a roster with them.
Did you get a chance to count them up? That's something at some point throughout this show we should really figure that out, because when you said that and we looked at that roster, I was like, oh, my goodness.
13 middle school girl runners.
That's impressive. That's very impressive. Now, my understanding is in order to be classified as a team, you have to have 5 runners. So, as an individual, you could come and I think we actually have one school that has one runner. So, they will be competing solo, and if they get first, they get first. Now, hey, there we go. On your mark, folks, we are getting ready to have live action. There it is. And they're already ahead of me.
Yeah.
So this is about the most level they will be until they reach the top of the ridge. So it's going to be interesting.
It's always important. I feel like these runners want to get a good start. You know, like obviously you're not coming out of the gate sprinting, but you want to set the tone at the beginning of the race.
Well, and a question that I think I would like to ask as we get an opportunity to interview some of these runners, is there an advantage to being in front early? You know what I mean? Is that as a runner, or is there an advantage to maybe sliding back a hair and saving some in the reserve? I don't know the answer to that.
I don't either.
You see sometimes people that will hold a little in reserve, but I'm not seeing anything in reserve right now as these kids pull that first hill. I'm seeing long strides and what I would consider a pretty good pace.
And deep breaths, I would assume.
Listen, I would have already stopped and said, give me a minute, or I would have tried to have caught that side by side and rode it. So we've got kids entering the stretch, what we call the beginning of Kill Hill. Folks, come out sometime and walk this. You will absolutely be amazed at what these kids are running.
Yeah, your level of respect for what they're doing today goes up.
And if it doesn't, you're an elite athlete or crazy.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, when I drove this today, and yes, I drove it. I did not run this. I did not walk this. I drove it. It's not a smooth, beautifully manicured path. You're running in the woods. There are roots. There are water washouts. There's a lot of hazards.
Yeah.
Something that I did kind of appreciate, if you will, is once you hit the woods, it's kind of cool. It's shaded. And, as the races go on today and as the temperature climbs, that'll be a factor. The quicker you can get in the shade, the better off it'll be.
Yeah, I mean, the sun's out today. It's going to get hot. So if it was me running, I would definitely want this early race.
Oh, yeah. I'd have to agree with you. I obviously went in layers this morning because knowing the sun was going to come out. So I've done popped one layer and moved from there. Now, I'm going to try and get some bib numbers, and we can maybe give you all some results as to who's in the lead and where we're at here. And I'm not 100% sure when the drone, because they've lost coverage, I believe, from the four-wheeler. There we go. There comes the drone. It's kind of funny. They're going to run right by water.
Yeah.
And they can't stop and get a drink.
They can get a drink when they hit the finish line.
That's exactly right. And hopefully we can talk to them shortly after that.
Yeah, but I'm sure all these athletes are very capable, of finishing this race.
Here comes a side-by-side. And who have we got there? Is that 167? Emily Cottrell from Doddridge County.
Doddridge County, yeah.
All right.
Just a school we were just talking about.
Exactly.
It has a great cross-country program. So, something to look forward to for them. Middle school coming up.
That's what I was going to say. No doubt that Doddridge County Middle School is feeding the Doddridge County High School. So, no surprise there.
No, Doddridge County is a school that's improved in athletics across the board recently.
And I would give a lot of credit to the amount of money that they've poured into the athletic programs, the school systems. It's creating opportunities for these kids to simply have the facilities that it takes. You and I both coach and have been around kids, and how important is facilities?
Oh, yeah. It can make or break a program.
Yep.
Like I coach golf at the high school, and we face Doddridge County a lot because they're in our conference, and they have the practice facilities and resources up there, and it shows. And I'm sure it's the same with cross country as it is any sport.
Well, and so much of the facility around here we have to share. You don't always just have your facility to work in. Now, cross country being a little bit unique, they have their own facility to work in.
Yeah.
Nobody else wants this one.
And I think it shows, especially here too. Like our girls and boys have this course to run every day, and I think that's why they're getting the results that they're looking for.
Now, I'm not sure where we're at when we switch to this camera view, as to say who's in what position, but
that's the water tower.
that is the corner at the water tower, I was told. Okay. So that's coming up the hill to the water tower. So they just pulled Kill Hill. And they're still, in my opinion, keeping a pretty good pace and moving right along.
Yeah, Kill Hill's a grind. If you can get up it, you're pretty set for the rest of the race.
And I wouldn't say that this is flat all the way through there, but for a good runner, it's level enough that they can catch their breath.
Yeah.
And then the amount of downhill blows my mind. When I drove this earlier today, there are some opportunities where and they teach these kids to run their stride, to stretch it out, and run long. You could do that coming off that hill. So All right. I would love for that side-by-side camera to hook back up. Because as far as we know right now, Doddridge County's Emily Cottrell is still in the lead, as far as we know.
As far as we know, and she had a pretty sizable gap already.
Correct.
To start, so.
Well, and if I'm not mistaken, and I'd love to know the answer to this, she may be related to one of the high school's quality runners, which would be Katie Cottrell. Good chance, isn't there?
I'd say, yeah.
167 is still in the lead.
I'll tell you, they say cross country is running through the woods. These athletes today are literally running through the woods, aren't they?
Absolutely, buddy. It matches the name. They're
Yes, it
going
does.
across the country. Now, one of the nice things, we are hooked up, and I don't know exactly how it's going to look. We'll when people start coming across the lines, it should fill in, I believe, with who finished. You know what I mean? I think it will jump them up, and we'll be able to give you unofficial, official standings or finishings as they come in. We are currently 8 minutes and 4 seconds into this race, which, to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure what a fast time is for the middle school on this course.
Me neither.
I would love to have gotten maybe that heads up early on.
We can talk to our athletes, and they can give us a good estimate, but I don't know how long it usually takes to run a race.
I know at the high school, anything under 20 minutes on most courses for the 5K is very good. It seems like there's a lot of kids in that 20 to 23 minute range that fall in there, and we'll probably see that, a bulk of kids come across the line. There'll be a bunch there that there'll be a few out in front. There'll be a lot together, and then we'll have a couple that, for whatever reason, struggled on the course a little bit. Maybe they're new runners, so we'll see here how this plays out. All we can say is they're in the woods.
They are.
Looking for any sign here of people. And this blows my mind, how parents, other teammates, whatever, they will run to specific areas on the course. They'll cut corners so that when they come off the ridge, they'll watch them go in the woods, and then they'll run plumb to the other side of the course and be in a position when the kids are, say, coming back down off the hill, they can be there cheering for them. Pretty neat.
Yeah, and that's good for our runners too. Probably could give them the extra motivation they need to finish this race.
Exactly. Stay strong.
I mean, every athlete knows that you have days that you're on and you have days that you're off, and I'm sure it's the same in running. And that might just be the extra shove they need to get where they need to be.
Something that, you've played various sports. I've played various sports. There's a community that running has its own following, its own community, and it's a very positive community. Obviously, there's fierce competition. There can only be one state champion. But as a whole, the community, I'm always amazed at the people that will absolutely cheer just as loud for the last 4 or 5 runners as they did for their runner, who was maybe in the top 5. So the only sport that I've been around personally that's like this is lifting. The Strongman Corporation taken multiple kids to different events there, and you will see the other competitors screaming their heads off, saying, get it, you know what I mean, encouraging. And I love that. And I know at golf you can't scream, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know if the other players are ecstatic when they see somebody set a PR or not. You know, I know in baseball, I kind of laugh if you strike out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Football, you know, if you get knocked down, ha ha, funny, funny. You know, but it's not so here.
No, I think, especially in this kind of sport, just completing the race itself is a grind. Yeah,
There
and
you
that's
go.
a major accomplishment.
Yep.
So, you know, I think that's why it's so supportive, because it is a hard sport.
We've got a drone view here, and it looks like Emily Cottrell is still commanding a pretty good lead here. And she is on the downhill. It's got a pretty long drag, and then it'll cut back, and if I'm not mistaken, it'll come out over by the pond, if I'm in the right area.
Yeah, and it looks like, from what we can see, she's got a sizable gap between her and the next girl behind her, and she's got a good pace going, so strong start for her.
Absolutely. Hey, here we go. This is a good sign, getting to see some more runners. There's your top 3 runners. See here, people running across the course. They're
Yeah.
trying to get ahead. Somebody just stopped. I wonder why she quit running. Yeah. Confirmation may not be a racer. I'm not even seeing it. That bib's, I can't see a bib right there, so I don't know. If that's the case, the top 2 have put a substantial gap. There we go. And it looks like.
They should be coming around towards us, right?
Yes, sir. At this point, I would say hands down, Miss Cottrell is going to take this race. She is coming around.
And she is
The
still
dugout?
going strong.
Oh, yeah.
Not-
She hadn't missed a beat, buddy.
No.
Here it comes. Oh, look at that footage right there, buddy. That's solid. My goodness, buddy. She's got a sprint at the end of this thing. Emily Cottrell is flying, buddy.
I think she could run a couple more miles if she wanted to.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked here, buddy. That was very impressive. And we've got number 174 for Hayes, and that would be Layla Deverux. So there's your first and your second place finishers.
Number 3 is coming around the dugout right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, there is a substantial gap between 1 and 2.
Yes, there is.
Those 2 ladies put in a fine show right there.
So we have a couple racers that are going to be competing for this 3 spot fairly close together.
I like that. We might get to see a good sprint right here at the end. So what do we got? We got 206, which is the Tigers, and another Hayes runner, 173.
Sienna Braley is 173.
And 206 is going to be Skylie Thompson. See whether she can get the push here. And so that will be 3 and 4, correct?
Yes. 159 is following 4th place here. That is Marissa Atha from Clay County. Starting to see some more runners come in now.
Little more bunched up now.
It just shows you how good of a race that lady from Dodgers County ran.
Absolutely.
I think I see our first Braxton County Middle School runner.
Outstanding. Can you
Number
get
137.
it? And that would be Taylor Hart. Coming in with a good finish there. Good pace still. Very impressive. 154 coming across the line there is going to be Lydia Tenney from Buchanan Upshur. And 161 would be McKinley Mahan from Clay County.
And Audrey Johnson from Buchanan Upshur, not too far behind her.
We've got Haley Skidmore from Buchanan Upshur coming in.
164 from Cross Lanes, Gabriella Waybright. A lot of schools represented here
I'm
today.
telling you, buddy. It's just impressive to see these paces that these young ladies are keeping. Kennedy Church here coming around the corner for Robert L. Bland, Lewis County School. And that was 149. Let me find it here. That would be Colby Orr from Buchanan Upshur. And that was Miss Skeens from Braxton County that just came through there. 146, Maya Loudon from Buchanan Upshur.
Runner number 200 from Webster County.
Another county right close to us.
Sydney Atkinson.
And 156. That would be, I don't have it, 156. Where'd it go?
Got a lot of runners coming now, so we might not get all the names.
That was Veda Barnett from Calhoun. Yeah, they're bunching up on us, folks. 178 from Hayes. That would be Harper Withrow. Got a Clay County and a Knights with a big push right there at the end. Nice job. She actually passed her up. Good strong finish. Got a few more coming down the line. Our top 18 have crossed at this point.
.165 from Doddridge County, Isabella Ahouse.
Oh boy, there's a big push out of her.
That is a finish.
Wow. Is she going to get her? I can't see.
I don't think she did.
Oh.
I think Doddridge County felt her coming behind her and didn't want to give that position up.
Well, I'm going to tell you, buddy, that wasn't for lack of effort. I'll tell you what, that was a little nugget come through there.
Yeah.
204, that would be Wirt County. I believe that would be Evelyn Moss. And another Doddridge County runner. They're well represented, aren't they?
Robert L. Bland.
That'd be Adelie Schaefer from Robert L. Bland.
So we're almost half the pack across the finish line. Still got quite a few racers out there.
Yeah, the numbers are trickling in.
Braxton County runner, number 140, McKenna Pritt.
All right. Job McKenna. 150, Kinsley Ripley from Buchanan Upshur. You know what? It just shows you these girls are finishing, and I'm still impressed with every runner that has crossed this line. They're finishing faster than I jog when I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean,
there's 148 and 142 from Buchanan Upshur, which is going to be Eleanor Nuttall, and then Abigail Chambers.
Every runner that's come around this last turn is finishing strong. We've seen some of them full out sprint, just to try to get that extra second off their time, and a lot of dedication.
Absolutely. Kenzie Mullins from Richwood just came around the corner there. And Joey Ferry here from South Charleston. Something that amazes me, Marcella Moss, Wirt County. In this, because the pace coming around through here is very consistent. So that tells you that hill creates separation.
Yes.
And your ability to climb that hill greatly affects where you're going to finish.
You could almost say, like, the hill is going to make or break you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're one of those top three. Because, you look at our first-place finisher from Doddridge County, 15-second
gap.
That's
a big gap when you're running.
Yes.
Katie Koger of Webster County just came around through there, and I believe she the only Webster County runner? No. There's
Still have Katie Koger still out.
Yeah, well, she just came in.
Oh, she just came in.
Yeah, she just came in. Sydney Atkinson from Webster as well. They didn't have a huge roster, so maybe just 2. Bless their heart. That's 2 girls working together all the time, I guarantee it.
We were talking about this earlier. The team that has 1 runner is just running as an individual. Talk about the dedication you have to a sport.
Yeah, you and I have played team sports pretty much our entire life. And, you kind of brought this up. Sometimes you really don't feel like it. And so, having that teammate there kind of nudging you sometime, like, listen, man, you need to get in the cage and hit some.
Yeah.
It that encouragement, and bless her heart, buddy, ain't nobody telling her.
No, and like having teammates to hold you accountable, have accountability with each other, and to do it by yourself, you and your coach, that's impressive.
Yep. There comes Brooklyn White. And Brooklyn's from Faith Christian Academy.
She's going to
look at her, bless her heart.
End.
Good job. Finishing strong. 203 on that bib. That is Spring Butler from Wirt County.
We got some of our team results, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how those points work.
Okay, the first runner gets 1 point. This is like golf.
Low score wins.
Yes, sir, buddy. Lowest team score wins.
Well, Buchanan Upshur right now holding an 8-point lead, so that's pretty good.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Thank you. Have a seat. I'll get
Yep,
you a Gatorade.
so right here. There's a Gatorade right here under her. So, majority of the pack is in. We've still got a handful of runners out there, and they're just coming in little by little. This is Alana Counts from South Charleston. Just rounded the corner there. And 195, that would be, that was a film coming in behind. 183 from Richwood. Alyssa Bly. She's good to go. All right. Well, folks, we are joined by Emily Cottrell, who, in my opinion, just obliterated this course. I ran it on a side-by-side, and I finished about 8 minutes behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, so my hat's off to you. Great job.
Thank you.
All right. So I got a question for you. There's another Cottrell that runs for Doddridge County.
Mm-hmm.
Relations?
My sister.
Your sister?
Yep.
Strong running family.
I'm telling you what, I have so much respect for you guys. You guys run at a very high level.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while.
And so if there's anything that I've learned, I do a little bit. I do weight training, strength and conditioning for the high school, and so I've worked with a few of our runners from the high school. And if there's anything I've learned, this is a very mental sport.
Yeah.
And there's no shortcuts.
Nope.
Nobody can give you a shortcut to get up that hill. It's you, and the miles. There is. What is the average miles that you put in a week?
Ooh, that's it just really depends on how we're feeling, really. And then there's also like our certain workouts we do. So like we have long runs and then speed workouts. So it's really just kind of varies.
Gotcha.
But I couldn't tell you honestly.
Well, it like I said, if there's anything I've learned, there is no shortcut. So great job on that. Now, is this the first time you've run this course?
Yes. Whenever Katie, my sister, whenever she ran this, I would always like run around with her, like just kind of cheering her on. So, yeah, it's my first time officially running it. Yes.
Running, okay.
So with this course, obviously the initial challenge is that hill right at the beginning.
Yeah.
What kind of mentality do you have to attack it? Is it get up as fast as I can, or is it pace myself and then finish strong at the end?
It's really pacing myself. this work county girl, she was right in front of me. I was just trying to stick with her. So unless I'm in the front leading it, I'm just trying to stick with the first place girl until we get to the top of that hill, and then I'll work the downhill and work the flats.
Gotcha. Strategy. Well, and as a runner, I'm sure there are certain things that you just feel better about.
Yeah, honestly, I couldn't tell you on that either. It's just, I just run.
You just run.
I just run.
You know what? Keeping things simple sometimes is a great solution.
Yeah, I try.
All right, so because you've never run this course officially under time, was your time something that you were targeting? Is that very close in time?
I try to really, on new courses, I really don't try to like pace myself off of time, because if the course is harder than what I thought it would be and I get a worse time, that's just going to make me beat myself up for that.
I love it.
So I just try to keep what I can, and if it's my first time and I know it was going to be a hard course to begin with, I just kind of try to go off placement, and who all could be faster than me, might be my pace, just kind of varies off other people.
Well, your pace, from what we could tell, was great. I mean, 15-second gap from you to the second place. Now, like, first place today, obviously great. What's your goals for the season? Like, is it conference championship, individual, team championship? What are you looking forward to?
Well, there's always going to be someone faster than me. There's always someone you can try to catch. There's always someone faster than you. So I never really try to get this place every meet. It's just my main thing for this season. Last year I was LKC champ. This year I'm trying to be LKC champ again.
I like it. Within what I do in weight training and that type of stuff, we always work on PRs.
Yep.
We want to make ourselves personally better. If we're running, we're competing.
Mm-hmm.
But first and foremost is for me to perform at a level and to match that PR. That's got to be very similar with you guys.
I don't go off my PRs from my other courses just because all cross-country courses are different in some way. Some are longer, some are shorter, some are hillier, some are flatter. So I never really try to go off my PRs. If I've ran that race before and that exact course before, then I'll go off my PR. But otherwise, I just try to get a better time or better than what I think I could do on it.
Makes sense. So you're in 8th grade?
Yes, sir.
All right. Looking forward to getting to the high school?
Yeah, I mean, not much so the longer courses, but more just having more competition.
Mm-hmm.
These girls, they give me competition, but I like having someone to push me the whole time so I'm not dying off midway.
Well, and I love what you said early on. I mean, the reality is we can reach a very high level, and then you look around and somebody else is just inched above you.
Yep.
And so not being satisfied with a certain level or a certain time, it makes perfect sense to me.
Yep.
But you have the right attitude. You want the harder competition, which is what you always want to hear, especially if you're a coach. You want your players to be pushed.
Yeah.
And that's the best attitude you can have, is to try to be the best you can be by playing the best around.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So in your opinion, this course, now that you've officially run it,
Mm-hmm.
you like it, dislike it?
I don't hate it, absolutely. I like hillier courses for the most part, just because where we run, it's a lot of hills, so I get used to the hills over time.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
That's all right.
And then the flatter courses, I feel like they just kill me because we don't ever run flats. We are always on a hill, so I don't absolutely hate this course. The worst part is definitely that first big hill, though.
Well, and what we sit here and we watched, literally, I mean, yes, you run downhill for just a split second here, but then it's all uphill till you hit the top of that ridge.
Yeah.
I'm not making it. I'm just telling you right now, I am not making it. It's amazing to me. So great job today.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking time to come sit down with us and talk to us. And hopefully over the next several years we'll get to see you back here and maybe interview you again.
Maybe.
Well, folks, that is Emily Cottrell, Doddridge County, who won first place in the middle school girls championship, or the girls meet, I should say. A great time, a great job, and Dodgers County High School needs to be excited about that young lady coming to
Bright future.
Yes, bright future. All right, we are now being joined by the second place finisher. And Layla, can you hear us? All right. Eric, can you turn her up just a little bit? All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, I got you. Say your last name for me.
Devereaux.
Devereaux. All right. So congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
Cody and I were talking as you guys were running, and you all put a very substantial gap, you and Emily, between everybody else.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
Just going out and working hard and giving your full 100% effort.
Love it. So now, do you train on hills very regular?
Yeah, all summer I was out with my dad training on hills and in the hot weather and going. We have like a huge hill near our house that we run up.
Mm-hmm.
It's over 100 meters long.
Oh, uphill, 100 straight meters.
Oh, it's big.
Now, what grade are you in?
7th.
7th grade.
All right.
7th grade, second place finish. That's something.
That speaks volumes of your potential in the future. Do you like this sport?
Yes,
All
I
right.
love it.
Planning on continuing then?
Yeah.
Outstanding. Listen, we love to watch young people be successful, okay? Obviously, our show is Braxton Live, and we cheer for Braxton a lot, but we love watching you guys be successful. So your future plans are to continue at the high school level.
Mm-hmm.
What's your goals? Have you set any goals for when you do reach the high school?
When I get to high school, I want to be in the top 5 every time, throughout the whole time.
I like it. Do you play any other sports?
No,
No.
only cross country and track.
Okay.
Well, track's a different.
It is, but it's
still running.
yeah, it's kind of tied together. So, do you just run for track, or do you compete in any field events?
I just do track.
Okay. All right. So you're a runner through and through.
Yeah.
All right. Any siblings that run, or just you and your dad train?
I have 2 older sisters,
Mm-hmm.
Summer and Olivia, and I have 2 sisters coming up next year.
To the middle school.
Mhm.
Wow. Do they run as well?
Yeah, they practice at home and they practice at practice with me.
So, let's see, 14 minutes and 15 seconds today was your time. Was that did you set a goal for yourself today, or did you just come out and say, I'm just going to run, do the best that I can, and what I get is what I get?
I didn't have a specific time. I mean, I was hoping to get first, but I just didn't get it.
Listen. Enter every race that you run for the rest of your life anticipating on being first. Dude, I'm telling you, that's what you need to do. Have you ever run against Emily Cottrell before?
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew what you were up against.
Yeah.
But you still came into this race saying, I want to get first.
So I have beat her on some races. It's just this one and I had a meet last week. I mean, on Wednesday I had a meet. No, Tuesday. And on Saturday before that, she did beat me. So that's the first time she beat me so far.
All right.
And today.
Well, friendly competition.
I love it. Yeah. You guys pushing each other, that's awesome. That's what it takes to get to that next level and be competitive like you want to be at the high school level. So.
And obviously, first place was what you wanted, but from what we could tell, you very solid run today. I mean, you were 46 seconds ahead of the third place runner. I mean, you and Emily just separated yourselves from the pack, and basically you showed why you guys were the top 2.
Listen, I can eat 2 cheeseburgers in 46 seconds, okay? That's how far ahead of that lady you were. All right. So, first time you ever run this course?
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I love the course. It was challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of hills.
Bunch of hills. All in the beginning, weren't they? I mean,
Yeah.
right off the bat.
But there was a bunch of downhills too
Yep.
to pick up speed on.
So, Do you feel as if you have a better uphill or a better downhill? Is one of those easier for you?
It's the downhill.
The downhill, you're able to, I call that long legging. You know, when you're really able to stride out. Are you able to maintain good control running downhill?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's where you can gain some ground. All right. So how many girls did you have on your team? I didn't get that count. How many of you ran today?
It was me, Chloe, Sienna, Lillian, and Bailey.
Okay, so you have enough for a complete team. Perfect.
And Harper.
So you had 6.
Yeah.
Outstanding. All right. Well, Layla, we're super proud of you. You did a great job. Congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
Keep working, and I would expect to see you on a regular basis doing well at this level. So hopefully we get to see you back here next year.
Okay. Can I make a shout out for someone?
Absolutely.
For my friend Summer.
Mm-hmm.
She's the person who I gave my 5th place medal to. She finished last. I would just like to congratulate her for working as hard as she can. She keeps me pushing myself.
Now that's awesome.
It's a good teammate.
Hey, listen, surround yourself with people like that, okay? Because Cody and I were talking a little bit ago, and there comes times when you don't feel like training. You know what I mean? You're tired, and having people like that keeps you motivated is going to enable you to be very successful at this. So keep that going. Good job, young lady.
Thank you.
All right, you have a great afternoon.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was Layla Devereaux from Hayes with an outstanding run. She was 14 seconds-ish, 15, 14, 14 and a half seconds. So just great job. I don't know if yep, there we go. We'll have Skyly Thompson here from Work County in just a second. So Eric just updated us. Number 212 is actually currently in the lead, and that would be Ira Ransbottom for Braxton County Middle School. They are, Eric, roughly where are they at on the course? Sorry, I was not being able to keep up and talk. Just past the water tower, okay. 6 minutes and 34 seconds into the course. So the boys' race is well underway. Skyly Thompson, congratulations on third place.
Thank you.
All right. So tell us about you. What grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grader. All right. First year running. You've run before?
I ran my 6th grade year and 7th grade year.
All right. All right. First time to run here?
Yeah.
All right. What'd you think of the course?
The hill was pretty rough, but I still liked it. I like the trail.
Good. Good.
That's what we're hearing from everybody, isn't it? The hill is
The hill's tough.
Tough, yeah.
Do you train, obviously Work County's hilly. Do you guys train on a hilly course, a flat course? What do you train on?
We do certain stuff different days. Like sometimes we'll do hills, sometimes we'll do flat. It all depends.
Well, and we're not runners, okay? Cody and I are not runners. We have a tremendous amount of respect for you guys that run, okay? This is not an easy sport.
No, thank you.
I mean, you guys kill it day in and day out, and I believe there's a tremendous amount of this sport that's mental. You battle yourself. You guys turned in the hill here. You started up in the woods. You got to battle your mind. What are the things that you do when that hill's getting tough and you're making that climb and it's just you and that trail? How do you keep focused?
Well, I tell myself that other people are depending on me and just keep going into good form.
There you go. Keeping it simple.
Yep. Because it is individual times, but it is a team sport as well. You want to place well so you can help your team. So that's a great mindset to have.
Yep. So, 8th grader, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Moving to the high school next year. Are you excited?
Yeah.
All right. Any big plans? Are you a multi-sport athlete? Do you just run?
Sometimes I play softball.
Okay.
Depends on how my knee is.
Well, listen. If you're running cross country and you're playing softball, those are 2 knee sports
Mm-hmm.
that knee is absolutely required. So, you guys, do you have any with the LKC, well, you guys, what conference are you in middle school? Is it
I don't really know.
okay? So do you have a middle school championship?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure with Work County. I know that the high school's in the LKC, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so you'll be moving to the LKC. What about your time? Tell us about your time on this course. Was it about what you anticipated?
Not really. I wasn't expecting to go that slow on the hill. But
Really? See, here I'm sitting here thinking I drove this course, okay? Before this morning, I drove it on a side-by-side, and you finished faster than I did.
Really?
Well, yeah.
I didn't know that.
You were flying 15 minutes and 1 second, and you thought that was slow.
A little bit, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm very impressed, and I don't have the other times in front of me. They've already deleted and started the boys' race. But the top three finishers, you guys were pretty well out in front. Have you run against Layla and Emily in other races? You're kind of over in that neck of the woods.
The Dodgers girl I did, but not the other girl, I don't think.
Okay. All right. So what's your next race for Wirt?
South Harrison.
South Harrison. Okay.
With running a course like this today, do you prefer the courses that are hilly, or do you like the flat ones better?
I'm stronger on hills, so definitely hilly.
Hills.
Well, as a runner, I would envision that you begin to pick things that you're good at. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and if hills are something, that's definitely a place that you can create separation. When the hill doesn't slow you down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a big thing, and you can really put distance between you. How important it is for you to be out in front early? Is that something you try to do?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the advantage for you?
I like to get a big lead on everybody just in case anything happens. Then I can have some time to spare.
I like it.
And that's what we saw the top three finishers all do. You guys separated yourselves from the pack from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And you guys handled the hill the best out of anybody. And it shows when you cross the finish line, and you guys just – it may not be the race you wanted it, but we were very impressed because, we didn't do this in school.
Exactly.
We don't run.
Nope.
So for you guys just to even finish a race, let alone in 15 minutes, was very impressive.
Thank you.
And to finish with this strong kick, to me, that's amazing. I don't know how you do that at the end of it. I mean, I would have been looking for water at the water tower, okay, and there was no water set out. We'll have to get on to them next year, get you guys some water. Well, congratulations, Kylie. Great race.
Thank you.
We're super impressed, and we wish you the best of luck moving up to the high school next year. And take care of that knee.
Thank you.
All right. Well, have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. All right, guys, we finished up just in time for the boys to be coming back around, believe it or not. And right now, and I don't know who's in front here.
Ira Ramsbottom.
Is he still in
from
front?
Braxton was in front, and they should be coming down this straight any second now. So
Here it comes. Let's
and
see.
it looks like a Braxton County
it sure
212,
enough is. There it
which
is,
is
buddy.
Ira Ramsbottom.
And he's going to finish this course in under 13 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, and he is moving.
That's wow. Yep. Great finish for that young man.
And that's good representation for Braxton County. You host the event, you want to win your own home course.
Sure, absolutely. And he just did very, very soundly. As the next runner coming here, is that going to be Buchanan? I can't quite.
Looks like, is there a Taze Valley here?
It might be 279, Cody.
279 is Brody Shockey from Taze Valley.
All right. And we've got we
got two of them, 219 from Buchanan Upshur.
And 258. I'll get 258. Dylan Miller from Mountaineer Middle is
And
258.
Colin Darnall from Buchanan Upshur. That was going to be a close finish.
All right, here's 215 from Braxton County coming in. That would be Noah Spalding and several other runners from Braxton. And, buddy, I'll tell you what, I couldn't catch any badges. They were bunched up.
I know the second boy from Braxton was Holden Lloyd.
Okay. 269 right there, just rounded the corner. And that would be Camden. No. Camden Holden, sorry. Got a Doddridge County runner here, 243 coming around, and that would be
292.
Denny Knapp from Doddridge.
292 from Wirt is Nolan McAllister.
249 coming around the corner is James Lockhart from Faith Christian Academy.
262 from Richwood is Tristan. I'm not going to butcher that last name.
Okay. 283 is Simon Harvey from Victory Baptist. I didn't catch some other guys from Buckhannon, and that might have been. Here comes another Doddridge runner, 245. That would be Gabe McCarty. No, that's Joel Rokiski. Another Doddridge runner right there. Got a good bunch right here pushing each other.
208 from Braxton County. Chance Davis.
And we got a 214 from Braxton County, which is Sawyer Skidmore. Another Braxton County runner there, and a couple guys really turning it on that afterburner finish.
287 coming around the bend. Parker Weber from Victory Baptist. 209 from Braxton County.
There we go.
Which is Atticus Holler. Good to see all these Braxton County kids finishing.
Yeah, finishing strong. Got good numbers coming in. There's 290 coming in here, and that's going to be Asher Lawson from Webster County.
See, Lincoln Darnell from Buchanan Upshur.
We got a little space here in this little bunch. It's amazing how some of these guys get clumped up together. Here's a 230. That's going to be Braden Farrell from Calhoun. 248. That would be Luke Goodson, Faith Christian Academy. Caleb Addy, Adisa from Tays Valley Christian.
247, Chase Conley from Faith Christian.
Still a fair amount of kids out. This is a pretty big race. This boys' middle school race has got a lot of kids participating. Buchanan Middle School, I believe, there is at 274. No, that was South Charleston. Eli Lindley, sorry.
288, Jeremy Koger from Webster County.
Very common name over in Webster. Lots of Kogers.
Lots of Kogers.
Lots of Kogers. Night runner coming in right there. 217. And that would be Silas Young for Braxton County.
This is 260. Landis Smith from Mountaineer Middle School.
286 would be Jackson Shackelford for Victory Baptist Academy.
It's good to see these runners, even though we're getting to the middle and back of the pack, still finishing strong. You know, they're still trying to get the best time that they can get.
Mm-hmm. I think that young man was being too nice. he kind of moved over a little bit. I would have made that other fella that wanted to pass me, I'd have made him run around me. 281. That would be Will Brunty from Victory Baptist Academy.
265 is Jacob Persinger from Richwood.
261, that is Kyle Bennett from Richwood.
253 is Isaac Cook from Hayes Middle School.
Take a break.
Dr. Chad Lancaster, DDS, offers comprehensive quality care for the entire family. The practice handles all levels of dental work from a basic cleaning or root canal to implants or referrals to other specialists. With a convenient location in Gassaway and a friendly staff awaiting your arrival, they can help you maintain a happy and healthy smile. The office is open Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Lancaster's dental office by calling 304-364-8565.
Colin.
Yeah, come on. You'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Do you have a favorite Mexican dish? What could make that favorite Mexican dish even more special? By enjoying it with family and friends at El Gallo Mexican Restaurant in Flatwoods. We are located conveniently at exit 67 in the Flatwoods Center. Our authentic dishes are made with you in mind. We look forward to seeing you here with us. We're open daily at 11 a.m.
Discover your future at Glenville State University. Nestled in the heart of West Virginia, our vibrant campus life offers endless opportunities for personal growth and enrichment. Glenville State provides personalized attention to help you succeed through every step of your education process. With over 40 associate, baccalaureate, graduate, and certification programs, we're dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. Glenville State University, pioneer your future.
All right, welcome back to Braxton Live, folks. Here at the Braxton Live No Excuses Braxton Invitational. We are joined by Colin Darnell from Buckhannon Upshur. He is the third place finisher for the middle school boys event. How are you doing, Colin?
Good.
Good, all right. You've already caught your breath, and I'm going to be real honest with you. I would still be on oxygen. I don't know how you do it. So tell me about your race. What'd you think of that course?
It was a good course.
Good course. You like hills then, huh?
No.
No. Oh, my goodness. Now, what grade are you in?
6.
You're in 6th grade, and you're placed third?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Very
like
impressive.
do you like this sport?
Yeah.
Because you're pretty good at it. That's amazing, buddy. How many years have you been running? Is this your first year running?
Yeah.
Wow. Listen, you almost got me speechless. That's hard to do too. Usually the only time I quit talking is when I'm eating. So that's impressive. You finished with a time of 13 minutes and 29 seconds. Was that close to what you were hoping for? Did you have a vision of what you wanted to finish in?
Not really.
Not really? Because you really, this is the first time you run the course, so didn't have a ton of expectations. Did you know it was going to be hilly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you say you don't like hills. What did you think of that first hill right off the start?
It wasn't the hardest compared to the other ones.
Well, you must have took it pretty easy and good because you had a good time.
So do you play any other sports?
No.
Just run.
Mhm.
All right. What do you do in your spare time?
I don't know.
Oh, my. Well, listen, what I can tell you is based on what I have seen, you have a very bright future in running. I'm very, very impressed. And, how many guys do you run with at practice?
In all,
Yeah, total. How many's on your boys' team?
I think there's 12 or 13.
Wow. And so obviously you're one of the faster ones.
Mhm.
Now, what are you using for motivation to stay in the front like that?
It's embarrassing to lose.
That's true.
Well said. Well said.
Nobody likes to lose.
listen, and being truthful like that never hurts. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, one of my pet peeves, if you will, have you ever heard people say it doesn't matter whether you win or lose?
Yeah.
Well, I disagree with that. It does matter whether you win or lose. And they say, well, have fun. And so my reply to that is, what's funner than winning?
Nothing.
Exactly.
When you're at practice and stuff, do you give these older 8th graders a hard time because you're faster than them and you're in 6th grade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Outstanding. So you've got a couple years to compete at this level. What have you set any goals? Obviously, you're about midway right through the season. You got a few more meets left. What are your goals for next year?
I don't know. To win.
To get faster, right? All right. All right. What's your next meet? Where do you travel to next to compete?
I don't know.
You just show up and run when you're told to, right?
Yeah.
I like it, buddy. Keep it simple, have fun, and go fast. Nothing wrong with that. Did you get a Gatorade?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Colin, we appreciate your time, buddy. Thank you for coming up and talking to us for a few minutes. We wish you the best of luck the rest of this season, and congratulations on 3rd place, man.
Thank you.
Outstanding. Well, I hope you have a great afternoon.
You too.
All right, buddy. Folks, that was Colin Darnell from Buckhannon, joined us right there. He is the 3rd place finisher and a 6th grader. Guys, that to me is absolutely amazing. That young man has a very, very bright future in cross country. So, who have we got here? We've got Brody Shockey.
Working.
Brody, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. How you doing today?
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm fine myself.
Good. All right. So tell us, what grade are you in, Brody?
I'm in 8th, sir.
You're in 8th grade. All right. Where are you going to go to high school?
Tays Valley Christian.
All right. All right. So looking forward to that?
For sure.
What is cross country the only thing you do?
No, sir. Last year I actually did 4 sports. I did soccer with the middle school team. I played basketball, middle school and high school. Got some minutes with the high school JV. I also did cross country and track, mainly distance, of course.
You realize you run a lot.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But this year I actually just tried to simple it down to I actually dropped soccer to do cross country this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been focusing a lot on running, and I feel like I've put in a lot of useful miles in the summer, and I've grown from that. I feel like I've gotten a lot better. Prepared for this race like 2 weeks prior. I just had it in my head like, oh, okay, Kill Hill's coming up. I was like trying to get miles whenever I can. Since we're a Christian school, we don't practice on Wednesdays due to like, Wednesday services and youth. So I'd typically do like maybe a recovery run or so. I'd practice after church. I'd practice with the basketball teams with conditioning. So I just really had it in my head. I was focusing on this race because I ran it last year.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. So you were familiar. You spent time on the course. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? What's your thoughts on the course?
Oh, I love it. I love these kinds of challenges. Even to this day, it just baffles me, like how my pace can change like over time. My heart rate just like I can feel my heart jumping every time I'm on these big hills. I can't ever stick to a plan. It's just like the hills here, man. Yeah. I'd walk whenever I need to. Last year I actually walked. This year, I tried my best just to keep a steady pace whenever I needed to. I had my eyes on Ira because we raced last year. He's a buddy of mine. I raced him in a couple of track meets. I look up to him. He's a really good runner. But he was like 25 or 30 seconds ahead of me. He's a really good runner.
Well, one of the things. Go ahead, Cody. You had something?
You say you love this course.
For sure.
What's your approach to that first hill, Kill Hill? Everyone says they struggle with it. What do you do?
At the start, I actually kind of try to keep it cool because I ran this course last year. I still underestimated like how long the course was or how long the hill was this year. So I was still like out of breath. It just kept going and going, that Kill Hill. So I was like out of breath for like the next 30 seconds after running Kill Hill. But eventually, I progressively got faster.
Well, and I drove it this morning. Okay, listen, I'm not running it. The only thing I do is pick up heavy stuff slowly. Okay, I do strength and conditioning, so I run very little. If somebody's after me with a knife, I'm going to run. You know what I mean? But that's about it.
Yeah.
So I drove the course, and what I thought made sense to me is after you made that enormous climb,
yes, sir,
it kind of levels out. It's not perfectly level by any stretch, but as a runner, does that give you enough, like you said, to begin to slow the heart rate back down, catch the breathing, and be able to effectively use the downhill?
In hard workouts, sometimes we do a thing called like active recovery, where after we do like maybe a long stretch of like race pace type stuff, as we're coming back to like where we started, we do like gradually picking up our cool down pace recovery, whatever that would be. As we're like, you gotta go slow after you're like sprinting, but sometimes you can turn that from a walk to like a casual jog. So how that pertains to this run, what I would do after I did that hill, I was just like, okay. I was like, I bet walking would have been a lot faster than what I was doing. I was like still going at a light jog because the hill was just like going and going and going. But what I tried to do was just like progressively get faster and faster, and eventually, I got back to my usual like race pace stride. So.
Perfect. Good recovery. Something you brought up, and Cody and I were talking about this earlier, and one of the things that just really impresses me with cross country is the number of people like yourself that have met people that have respect for them, that are encouraged. Sure. This is a very encouraging sport. You guys cheer for each other, even though you're competing, hands down, you're competing.
For sure.
And to me, that shows a tremendous amount of respect for the other person because you know what they go through on a daily basis.
Sir, a Bible verse that I like reading over and over is like, within a verse it says, iron sharpens iron. In every sport that I do, I always try to be like competitive. I do like travel sports as well, like AAU basketball. I'm actually getting like an AAU membership for track. Just like competing, the competitiveness of it all. It just truly makes everyone better, but at the same time you're encouraging each other. Actually today, whenever I was racing, a kid was trying to we were all like kind of crammed still after doing the Kill Hill, but a kid was speeding ahead of me, but eventually he's got kind of tired on the next hill after Kill Hill. Mm-hmm. But I was able to pace myself and pass him eventually. But I said, "Hey, good job, buddy. Like you're doing a good job with this." And he's like, "Thank you. You too." So there's a whole aspect of it all. I've actually been doing basketball since like a little kid. So as you know, it's like sometimes there's smack talk here and there.
Sure. That's part of the game.
But
it is.
Whenever I came into middle school, whenever I did 6th grade, like track, I didn't do cross country until 7th grade. Just the whole like culture of track, I just love it. Like, everybody just so encouraging, no matter like how fast or slow, respectively, you are. Just everybody has something encouraging to say. Yep. And I just love that.
I got to agree. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy about the sport is the community. And it is. Sure. It's a running community. So awesome.
The thing I love about what you said is you talked about iron sharpens iron.
Yes, sir.
You want to face the best, and you're talking about you and Ira having this like friendly competition kind of.
Yeah.
And, you want to race against the best people because you want to beat the best and you want to be the best. And that's any sport. It doesn't matter if it's cross country, basketball. That's the right mentality. And if you keep doing that and keep pushing yourself, you're going to get the results you want.
Absolutely. That's exciting for me. So super impressed with the time, 13 minutes, 17 seconds.
Yeah.
I couldn't walk down there and get a cinnamon roll in 13 minutes. I mean, you're fast, buddy. You're fast. And I also want to echo faith first, family, and then whatever else you want to do. I'm good with it. You know what I mean? I'm very proud of that, and those are the things that are going to take you a long way. Keeping that positive attitude,
yes, sir.
Knowing what priorities are. Man, my hat's off to you, buddy, and I look for you to do some good things coming soon, buddy.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thanks so much for coming up and talking with us.
Oh, sure. Thank you for having me here.
Congratulations on second place.
Yep.
And keep working hard. All right, buddy. Thank you. That was Brody Shockey, Taze Valley. Great run. We will be joined shortly by Mr. Ira Rainsbottom.
It was a good run, but it's good when you get good athletes like that, but you can just tell that is a great kid, you know?
Oh, hands down.
Like,
that's a coachable kid. That's the kind of kid you want to coach right there, buddy.
Those are the kind of athletes that make you want to continue to coach and to continue to do this stuff when you get kids like that.
They make it fun to coach. Absolutely make it fun. That's just exciting. All right, folks. We are now joined by our first place finisher, Braxton County runner, Ira Ransbottom. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm even better now that Braxton Middle School got first place right there. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Great run. Very impressed with how you finished. How do you maintain pace like that, buddy?
Well, a lot of it is just through practice and running a lot of 5Ks and getting a lot of practice on those hills so I know how to get up them without gassing myself out so fast.
Mm-hmm. Well, and this being your home course, you practice on this hill. You've run it how many times? Over and over and over. That has to be helpful at the end of the day to give you a little bit of confidence knowing exactly what to expect.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, finishing first, I'm sure, was on your top priority today.
Mm-hmm.
How was your time? You know the hill, you know the course. Were you happy with the time?
Oh, yeah, I'm very happy with my time because I came out here a while back and I just ran it for fun. Usually my time was around 13 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I've dropped it 20 seconds down to 12-minute 48, I feel pretty proud of that.
That's very, very impressive.
Yes, it is. Now, this being your home course, did you kind of, before the race say, I have to win this one? Like, this is my turf? Or was it just like, I'm just going to go out there, post a number that I like, and whatever the results are, it is what it is? Or were you kind of like, this is my course, I'm going to win?
I think I was more into this being my home course and me being confident enough with it because I know up there as soon as you get into the trail here, that hill's going to kill a lot of them off.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I could catch most of them is up to there.
Outstanding.
Now, what grade are you in?
I'm in 8th.
8th grade, and you plan to run for the high school, obviously, next year?
Yeah.
Now, what is your season goal? Obviously, you have an individual goal, right?
Yeah.
But as a team, what are you trying to accomplish this season?
Well, I don't know. Really trying to win the conference, trying to beat Ravenswood. I'm trying to catch up with Johnny Heath's time and try and get first that meet.
Nice. I like it. Got some goals, got some plans, some things. And having those types of things makes it easier to train, because some days you don't feel like training, but knowing, hey, I've got this. This is important to me, and there's no shortcut. You got to put in the miles, you got to put in the time, you got to do the workouts if you want to compete. So that's awesome. That's awesome. At the high school, over the last few years, we've been down on numbers. What do we got to do to get more people like yourself involved in the cross country? You know what I mean?
Well, we've got to show him that cross country it's not as hard as you think. It's really more of a mental struggle, but not like a physical one.
Once you battle that mentally and you conquer it, your body follows suit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Your body pays attention to what your mind tells it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can do so much more than we think. You can run even past when you think you're tired. And obviously you're learning that and you're figuring that out at a very high level. So, encourage these guys, your buddies, man. We need all these 8th graders to come up and run at the high school level.
Yeah.
And then we need you guys to reach back down to that middle school and encourage those guys to stay involved so that when you're a junior or senior, we're still feeding, and so I would encourage you. I feel like you have a very bright future at the high school level. Obviously you're doing great at the middle school. Encourage those guys and surround yourself with some good teammates, man. And you guys make a big push for this thing. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Well, congratulations, man. First place. You're on your home turf.
Great job.
Outstanding. Thanks for joining us for a few minutes. Go chilled out a little bit and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
All right, you too.
All right, thank you, buddy.
See ya.
All right, Ira Rensbottom, Braxton County Middle School, first place finisher. Just a great young man who has definitely has a future at this sport.
Absolutely. I mean, posted a great time, and our high school girls team is exceptional, and we need kids like runners like him.
Yep.
To be able to boost this boys team
to get
as well.
the boys team caught back up.
Yep.
And we've had some good runners. We just don't have the numbers.
Right.
And you need numbers to help push each other.
And I think
it's critical.
And kids don't realize you can do two sports.
Absolutely.
Like, there's multiple kids, just let alone on my golf team, that play golf and also do football. One of them runs cross country.
There you go.
And that they can. Just because they're playing football doesn't mean they can't come on Saturday and run a cross-country meet.
Yep. May be a little tough, but you know what? Doing tough things makes you better.
Exactly.
So, outstanding. All right. Well, folks, we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be back shortly. We've got, I don't know exactly how much time before the girls start, probably any time. But thanks for joining us here, and stick around. We'll be back shortly. Thank you.
Here's your hot and ready thin crust pepperoni pizza.
Ooh, crispy crust, toppings all the way to the edge, and I didn't have to order ahead.
You want pizza fast? You go with hot and ready.
Now I have time to live it up. Summer, here I come!
Dad?
I'll meet you at home!
Have fun, Bob! There's more time for fun when you walk in for $7.99 hot and ready thin crust at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Are you looking for a new Chevy to support the Braxton County Eagles? Then we have them here in Flatwoods at Midstage Chevrolet. I-79, exit 67 in Flatwoods. Huge selection, great deals, and our 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come get your new Chevy and show your Eagle pride this year from the Eagles partner, Midstage Chevrolet. I-79, exit 67 in Flatwoods. MidstageChevy.com. Chevy, together let's drive.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
No matter how much you clean, it feels like dust is still everywhere. With your traditional cooling and heating system only having one filter, keeping your house dust and allergen free is an uphill battle. With Mitsubishi Electric's Zoned Comfort Solutions, you can breathe easy. Our advanced filtration is constantly cleaning the air directly in each room or zone. With removable, cleanable filters, a healthier home is within your reach.
Whether you're feeding cattle, milking cows, or baling hay, the work on your farm is never done, which is why you need equipment that works as hard as you do. From farm-all compact and utility tractors to balers and mowers, Case IH equipment gives you the efficiency and the versatility you need to get things done. To learn more, visit caseih.com/livestock.
How easy is it to purchase your new camper at Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center? Our knowledgeable staff can show you over 150 new and pre-owned RVs on site. Our team will ensure that all stress is removed from the buying process as you become a part of the Mountaineer RV family. How easy is it to use your new camper from Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center? Pick a spot, unwind, and start making memories. Come check out your adventure headquarters, Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center.
At Case IH, we believe it's our job to provide you with solutions. That's why our Farmall and Maxim tractors, as well as our tools and attachments, are designed with you in mind. From mowing to baling to loading and more, we're here to help turn your to-dos into to-dones. At Case IH, we'll keep your days running smoothly with equipment that's durable, versatile, and highly efficient. No wonder farmers are more loyal to Case IH than any other brand. Visit your local dealer or go to caseih.com/livestock for more.
Dr. Chad Lancaster, DDS, offers comprehensive quality care for the entire family. The practice handles all levels of dental work from a basic cleaning or root canal to implants or referrals to other specialists. With a convenient location in Gassaway and a friendly staff awaiting your arrival, they can help you maintain a happy and healthy smile. The office is open Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Lancaster's dental office by calling 304-364-8565.
Do you have a favorite Mexican dish? What could make that favorite Mexican dish even more special? By enjoying it with family and friends at Gallo Mexican Restaurant in Flatwoods. We are located conveniently at exit 67 in the Flatwoods Center. Our authentic dishes are made with you in mind. We look forward to seeing you here with us. We're open daily at 11 a.m.
Discover your future at Glenville State University. Nestled in the heart of West Virginia, our vibrant campus life offers endless opportunities for personal growth and enrichment. Glenville State provides personalized attention to help you succeed through every step of your education process. With over 40 associate, baccalaureate, graduate, and certification programs, we're dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. Glenville State University, pioneer your future.
Hi, I'm Mark Stump, Senior Pastor of the Gassaway Baptist Church, inviting you to come and worship with us every Sunday morning at 9:30. See, why there? Because we have vibrant worship with great music, biblical preaching, and a Sunday school program that follows that addresses all the cutting edge topics of our day. So come out with us.
Here's your hot and ready thin crust pepperoni pizza.
Ooh, crispy crust, toppings all the way to the edge, and I didn't have to order ahead.
You want pizza fast? You go with hot and ready.
Now I have time to live it up. Summer, here I come!
Dad?
I'll meet you at home!
Have fun, Bob! There's more time for fun when you walk in for $7.99 hot and ready thin crust at Little Caesars.
Pizza. Are you looking for a new Chevy to support the Braxton County Eagles? Then we have them here in Flatwoods at Midstage Chevrolet. I-79, exit 67 in Flatwoods. Huge selection, great deals, and our 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come get your new Chevy and show your Eagle pride this year from the Eagles partner, Midstage Chevrolet. I-79, exit 67 in Flatwoods. MidstageChevy.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza. No matter how much you clean, it feels like dust is still everywhere. With your traditional cooling and heating system only having one filter, keeping your house dust and allergen free is an uphill battle. With Mitsubishi Electric's Zoned Comfort Solutions, you can breathe easy. Our advanced filtration is constantly cleaning the air directly in each room or zone. With removable, cleanable filters, a healthier home is within your reach.
Whether you're feeding cattle, milking cows, or baling hay, the work on your farm is never done. Which is why you need equipment that works as hard as you do. From farm-all compact and utility tractors to balers and mowers, Case IH equipment gives you the efficiency and the versatility you need to get things done. To learn more, visit caseih.com/livestock.
How easy is it to purchase your new camper at Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center? Our knowledgeable staff can show you over 150 new and pre-owned RVs on site. Our team will ensure that all stress is removed from the buying process as you become a part of the Mountaineer RV family. How easy is it to use your new camper from Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center? Pick a spot, unwind, and start making memories. Come check out your adventure headquarters, Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center.
At Case IH, we believe it's our job to provide you with solutions. That's why our Farmall and Maxim tractors, as well as our tools and attachments, are designed with you in mind. From mowing to baling to loading and more, we're here to help turn your to-dos into to-dones. At Case IH, we'll keep your days running smoothly with equipment that's durable, versatile, and highly efficient. No wonder farmers are more loyal to Case IH than any other brand. Visit your local dealer or go to caseih.com/livestock for more.
Welcome back to Braxton Live. We are at the No Excuse Braxton Invitational cross-country meet at Holly Gray Park in Braxton County. And we've had two great races thus far, Cody. The middle school did not disappoint.
No, and I think the common denominator, what we're finding out is that first hill is what separates the top three from the rest of the pack.
You know what? We've both been on it, and it's brutal. It absolutely is a tough hill. It's steep, and it's long. It's not just a steady grade. It does change grade a little bit back and forth, but it is it's steep.
Yeah, and like that boy from Tays Valley said, it's long and steep right at the beginning, but then it's gradual all the way out through, and you don't realize how long it actually is.
Right, you're running uphill and you know what I should have done? I should have mapped the actual length of that climb. That would have been really interesting to have gotten that information. Just how Leave is back, and maybe there was some debate early on as to whether or not how healthy she was. You know what, though? I'm scrolling through here, and I am not seeing. Maybe I've got something wrong there. My understanding was maybe did she graduate? I'm going to have to get clarification on that. There's another runner for Doddridge, and I will try and do some insight and find that out for us so that we can talk about that intelligently. Because we did interview Emily Cottrell.
Yes.
But the rankings right now, Braxton County is ranked number 1. St. Mary's is number 2. Doddridge County is number 3. Charleston Catholic is at 4. And Ravenswood rounds out the top 5. So we definitely have a lot of competition here.
Yes, and I know for sure Doddridge County is here.
Mm-hmm.
And, not just for Braxton County, but for Doddridge County as well, to see these top teams and run against them consistently every weekend, that's good for you. When you get to the LKCs and you get to the states, you know what you have to put up.
Period. And getting a good look at the competition and being able to run it on your home course is going to give them a true incentive, in my opinion, to know what they've got to work on, where they need to be, to finish. Obviously, their ultimate goal is to be right back where they were last year, state champions.
Yes.
Is it easy? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah, because, if I'm Coach Lloyd and the Braxton County girls team, this is my course. This is the one I run. I want to win here. If I'm Doddridge County and I'm that coach, my mentality is we're coming in and we're going to beat you on your home course.
Exactly. We're thinking alike right there. That call it what it is, but it's an opportunity for both teams to make a statement win as a team. And I know our girls want to win as a team. Now, and one of the things that I have enjoyed about them is I genuinely believe that they are team-focused first as a group. They really are. You know what I mean? Now, we've got some very, very good individual runners, but their priority is to figure out some way to get back in there and make a big shot at this state championship team.
Yeah, and, working at the high school, I get to see a lot more, like, even in the off season, the work that these girls put in, and they're constantly running around the school, running the nature trail, running's out here something. And, you talk to them, and it's like, yeah, I run because I want to better my time, obviously. Mm-hmm. But just like that individual earlier said, if I don't get better for me, I'm not getting better for us as a team. And
yeah,
I think
she said people are counting on me.
Yeah, and I think that's the mentality our girls and hopefully our boys as well have.
I would have to agree. I mean, and it is a genuine team sport.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize that. Like, yes, you're running for your individual time, but your score, it matters.
Mm-hmm.
Your time, it matters.
You don't have to win first as a runner to get to be the team champions. You know what I mean? If you can put 3 or 4 runners in the top 10, you have very, very much given your team a chance to be state champions.
Yeah.
And we have that capability. And the one thing that I've been very impressed with is, as a group, the time that they've all shortened. They're all getting within about 2 minutes of each other. And so that means as a whole, they're going to be pushing very hard, and we should have multiple girls finish in that top, say, 15 total.
Yeah. And I'm sure some of our girls have the mindset that I want to win the state. Like, I want to be the best in the state.
Sure.
As an individual.
Why would you not?
But I think it's a collective group mindset that we are the best in the state. And we won it last year. We lost a couple girls, but arguably we just got stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And
what came up was great athletes
yes.
to make a compliment to the team.
Yeah, and we're not just going to win it again. We're going to win it this year. We're going to win. Like, they're building a program here. It's not just, we won it last year, we're a good team. They're building a program, and that's what's good to see.
Agreed. So let me give you let me change my vision here. I'm going to give you the Braxton County lineup that's going to be running in today's race for the young ladies. Mackenzie Anderson is badge 1. Tegan Huff is going to be 10. Addison Lloyd will be 11. Bethany Payne will be 12. Chelsea Payne will be 13. Leah Payne will be 14. Did you notice that's 3 Payne girls in a row?
Big family.
Big family, and listen, they're runners.
Yes, they are.
They are great runners. So I've got, let's see here, we should have another Braxton. I've got Casey Armentrout will be wearing number 2, and
Laura Kane, number 4.
Number 4, that's what I was trying. And we've also got Novalee Bennett will be wearing number 3. And is that it? No, Alexis DeHaven will be wearing number 6.
Well, and you guys were talking about the team aspect earlier. You look at this list of our runners, and they are highly competitive against each other.
Very competitive.
Which makes great for a team atmosphere because you're constantly pushing each other.
Agreed.
Like, you look down at this list, I mean, I at least see definitely 2 to 3 at any given day could win.
Yep. Well, and we've got Reese Carpenter, number 5, Neva Flint, number 8, Summer Douglas, number 7, and Natalie Garrett, number 9. Natalie Garrett won this last year as an 8th grader. When she was in middle school, she actually was first. So
it's good to see that last year we won the state championship, obviously, but the group of girls has grown because teams want to play for a winning. Like kids want to play for a winning team.
Well said, Cody. It's contagious, and that's the only way to get numbers up is to begin to win.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. This will be the start. There it is. So, we have got a bunch right here. It will thin out, and we'll be able to give you some who, what, where, when shortly.
Now, I don't know if there's some strategy to this, but if you noticed, all the Braxton girls did not fire off right off the bat like some of these other teams.
I would say that they're smart enough to know where to apply the gas. So I've got number 37, which is going to be Jaden Duncan, is actually currently in the lead. Coming up that hill right there. And I just lost it. We've got camera spun around there. I see we've got several Braxton runners there that are making that corner. And I'll tell you what, Duncan is up really putting the pedal down.
You got to remember, too, middle school race, 3K, high school race, 5K. So, these girls are going to – it's going to be a longer race for them, and it's really going to test.
Yeah, they're going to see what they're made of.
Yeah.
We've got Cassidy Cumberledge there for Doddridge County, number 25. Looks like she is kind of sliding into that second position. And 65 there is Brittany Reddish from Victory Baptist Academy. Now these guys, which you had brought this up before, Cody, that they run a little bit at a different course, whereas the middle school would have already been up and into the woods. These guys are running back around towards a horse barn. They'll run that outside loop, and then they will come up and around before they actually hit Kill Hill. They will have climbed quite a bit.
It looks like Laura Kane is leading the pack for Braxton County. She's 5th or 6th place back there.
Looked like our leader was starting to slow down a little bit, too, after that first incline.
What do you think? You got that hill, and you're coming down. You're going to wrap around the barn, and then you got a long stretch of uphill from the bottom of the hill to get even to Kill Hill.
Yeah. All they're doing is creating more elevation change by running down. Whoever did this was silly.
I think it's going to really benefit our girls because we run this every day.
Yeah.
Every day. So, hopefully we can see some good numbers.
Yeah, they're very accustomed to it, and they know exactly what to expect. You know what's kind of impressing me right now is that is going to be the back of the pack coming around right here, and they're not that far behind.
No.
So that tells you that this girls cross country is pretty darn good competition.
Yeah, very competitive, and everybody wants to win, and that's what we like to see.
So we're heading around by the mud pit. This would be the back side here, and they're going to run plumb over to the other side before, guess what? They turn and go uphill.
It'll be an elevation change for sure.
Yeah, it literally, once you make this corner, I don't know what the length of this is, but right there where the UTV just went around through there, it begins to go uphill, and it is a very, very long haul to the ridge.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, 5K race is 3.1 miles.
Correct.
So, these girls are – it's not a short run. It's a long haul, and they're in for it.
Yeah, it's a very long race. What do we got here? We've got this is closing up on those first three. Or second, I should say second, third, and fourth. That's tightening up a little bit. So Britland Reddish from, is that right, number 65? Did I get that one?
Looks to be.
Britland Reddish for Victory Baptist Academy. Cruising pretty doggone good right there.
Now, is that Laura Kane in second?
What I was thinking.
But I'm having
mistaken.
trouble looking at that, just to be honest with you. I'm
a little
gonna have
shaky.
There we go.
It does look. Yep. It looks
Yep.
like Laura Kane is in second place.
And one of her strengths is the hill, and so she knows exactly where she needs to be. She's not burning a whole lot right here.
No, and just like every racer, even middle school we talked to, that hill's where you're going to find your separation.
Yep, absolutely. Pretty impressive here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 in your view right now. They have just climbed a very, very long hill. Going to level out as they come across here, and then they're going to turn, and they're going to go right back up.
Yeah, and this hill is not as steep as Kill Hill, but it's a steady incline, and it is long.
Well, and I don't know about you, but there is not enough where they turned left and leveled out for a little bit. There's not enough there for me to catch my breath.
No, me neither.
Definitely not me.
You're definitely going to test the endurance of these ladies.
So, Brittany still staying right there in the front. Here comes Laura Kane coming around the corner, getting ready to head up the hill. And who do we got here? Let's get
someone from
Doddridge
County. 25 was in fourth place from Doddridge County, which is Cassidy
I was wanting to say 26 from Doddridge. Bailey Holden was in third, I think is what I saw.
And here's a whole pack of Braxton Eagles.
Hey, look at that, would you? I told you that group has really trained hard right here. And what they've done is there's another Braxton runner. I love it. You know, have we had 10, 12 go by?
Yeah, and really they're setting themselves up good for the team placement because from what I could tell, all the girls right there were probably either second through 10th or 12th place, you know, all of Braxton County right there.
Yeah,
So
all in the top 12 or at least the top 15.
Yeah.
Well, and you had 3 and 4 were Doddridge right there coming up,
right.
and then it went Braxton.
Yeah, it was almost like a sweep right there. So great job. Here comes another Braxton runner around through there.
It's number 6.
And we've got, I don't know how these got shuffled. That blows my mind. We got spaced out, so we're having to scan the list. There we go. That was Alexis DeHaven, number 6.
It looks like Laura's still keeping that girl within striking distance.
There, somebody said that hill is a little frustrating.
Yeah, that just shows how tough it is, you know.
I'm telling you guys, I have so much respect for these kids running this hill. It's really impressive. And I'm going to guess our front pack is probably getting out there about the water tower maybe. Okay, we were just told that they have not made it to the water tower. So hopefully, okay, there it is. They're getting ready to hit to the water tower. So here comes our pack. Let's see. Oh, look at this, would you? That got tightened up.
Yeah, Laura Kane closing the gap.
That's 55 and 26.
Oh, no, that's South Harrison girl.
55 and 26. Yeah, that's Savannah Holden.
Laura Kane in third place.
26. That is Bailey Holden. Wow, 2 Holdens.
And 25 from Doddridge County, Cassidy Cumberledge. Still holding down that 4th spot.
So we should see a pack here very shortly. Here comes the pack. That'd be Reese, wouldn't it?
Reese
and Payne.
Chelsea Payne, number 13.
Nice job, ladies.
Then we got 2 more following up behind them.
Number 11, Addison Lloyd, and 14, Leah Payne.
And here comes Tegan Huff, number 10. All right. Now, they should start to begin to catch their breath. Is this Miss Garrett coming?
It is.
All right. That's wonderful to see a freshman staying right in that area.
Well, and Reese and Chelsea are both freshmen
both
as well.
Freshmen, yeah.
And they're up towards the front.
I tell you
that makes you excited, don't it?
It has to. Here comes a number 7, right? No, number 1. That is Mackenzie Anderson. And I think that may be a freshman as well. No, that's a sophomore. But still young. My goodness, young.
Looked like another Payne girl that crossed right in front of us just a minute ago.
Sorry, that was number 12. So Bethany
Payne. All right. So all 3 sisters right there.
They're starting to hit the level ground and start to get to that gradual downhill. So we'll definitely see some shifting in the placements here, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm going to be real anxious. And the bad thing is we may not get much information until they come out over here by the pond. It's a little bit hidden, if you will, back up there. That shade's bound to be feeling pretty good right about now.
Yeah.
We are currently 10 minutes into this race, and got a question for you. Is the water tower halfway? I wonder. Yeah, I need this other one over here by yours, Cody. I think we have. There we go.
Timing-wise, it'd probably be pretty close, wouldn't it?
They're going to loop.
Yeah, they come all the way around here.
Up by the little field, too, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, you're right. They come down the switchbacks over here.
I'd say it's probably pretty close.
I'll bet it is. I'll bet it's at least halfway. So we're looking at that 20 minute
mark, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in that range is going to be a good time. Now, I honestly believe the second half will be faster than the first half of this race.
Yeah.
I think the girls will actually increase their time on this back half because there is a tremendous amount of downhill. The switchbacks, believe it or not, when I drove that, to me the footing was worse on Kill Hill. The footing, there's more ruts, there's more debris, rocks, that kind of stuff on that. But the level across the ridge and then the switchbacks were pretty smooth. They were mowed nicely where there was grass, so I would look for some speed right there.
Yeah, and it looks like when they get out of this switchback, they're going to have another slight uphill before they come down around the baseball field.
Yep, coming up over that ridge is going to be a tough climb.
But on them downhill slopes, you could probably stride it out pretty good if the footing's good.
Yeah, exactly. Start long-legging it, and that's where you gain that time.
My favorite part of the race is to watch when they come around home plate to this high school baseball field, this last stretch, because it's make it or break it time, especially if you're within a couple seconds or of the person in front of you.
Absolutely.
You know.
Let me ask you a question here, Cody. Obviously, you've spent many a year on a baseball field. How would you like to run from home plate to left field fence all out?
I don't like running from home to first all out.
Buddy, doesn't that create respect for you when you
man.
watch at the pace that they're able to keep as they come around home plate after running? And let's be real honest, what is this? Maybe 0.2 of a mile from home plate to that finish over there?
I mean, you're over 3 miles. You're over 3 miles, and they're still booking it.
And they find another gear to come around through there. That's amazing to me.
Just got an update. 26 is first place, and number 4, which I believe is Laura Kane.
Is Laura Kane second place?
Second place right now.
Okay. So that would be Bailey Holden for Doddridge County is leading the way right now, and then Braxton County's Laura Kane in second place. And there again, that may be where Laura's going to be able to gain some ground now that they're out of the hills, and who spent the most energy climbing the hill.
Well, I'm excited for the end, for the kick, to see who's got anything left in the tank.
I bet I'm just, Hunter, it always amazes me. We've watched athletes together, and to be able to finish strong. And if you watch the middle school races, every kid that came through here gave an additional effort when they saw the finish line.
Well, and it's a lot easier to do when you got a crowd cheering you on as well as you're coming around.
Absolutely. And what you notice, and we were talking about this, Hunter, and you probably can relate to this because you've been to a lot of meets with me. This cross-country community is very much like strongman.
Oh,
they cheer for everybody.
Exactly.
I mean, we're screaming our heads off for, a kid that's competing against us to get that PR, even though, guess what, he just beat me.
But it's always fun to watch. Always
Absolutely.
fun. I love watching kids get better. Watching kids get better.
Very, very enjoyable. I'll see if we can get us an update about generally where we're at. Let me see here. Eric, any response on about where we're at on the course? They're reaching out. We'll see what we got.
The thing that
here.
impresses me with this sport is there's sports you run a lot in. Basketball,
sure,
football,
soccer.
You don't get timeouts in cross country.
You're right.
You don't get to say, I need a water break, coach. Like, it's until you're done, you're running. You
Well,
know?
we joked about the water tower up there. They didn't put any water out. You know, I mean, come on. Oh, man.
Hey, it does depend on who you are, though. Some of them get a timeout because they walk.
Well, you're right. Well, but
you got to know your body.
You're never, and I hate to say it like this, but if you need to walk, you walk. You know what I mean? You're competing against yourself. But I guarantee you the person that finishes first.
Oh, they didn't walk.
They didn't walk.
No.
They have built their body to a position, and they're mentally tough as well. They don't take a break.
Especially if you're in that first, second range, it's you out there. Like, there's nobody around you usually to push you to get that extra
right
umph, you know?
Yep.
Like, it's you. So you're competing against yourself. And
okay. Ryan is currently at the caretaker's house right here, the footage that you guys have. And this is the drone. Isn't it amazing? The drone coverage, guys, blows my mind. And I don't know about any of you guys, but what little bit I've been around a drone, they amaze me. Now, the other day, they took that drone in a side-by-side, and they rode the course. Ryan flew the drone with his goggles on, held on with one hand to the bar as they went through there trying to keep up with the drone, and flew it with the other hand.
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to tell you what I would have done. Wrecked. There would be no drone. It would be
It'd be a bad day.
It'd be a bad day. But the footage that they get with that drone is awesome. And how it just sits there and hovers to me, seriously, I can't hold a camera that steady, and that thing's sitting in midair, hovering, and getting that footage. It's awesome.
We went to a race this last weekend, and they had a drone show. And I'm talking
Really?
hundreds of drones with lights on them.
Okay.
And they would make shapes. They would do all these sorts of different rotations with them.
That's a big deal in some
And
of
it
these
was
big
very
cities
unique.
now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was very unique to see.
well, that's coming next, courtesy of Ryan Shaver Photography.
I love it. I love it. Ryan is going to be excited to know this. We'll share with him after. Yeah, he'll be putting on a show here at Holly Gray. Drones will be everywhere.
Maybe we get it for senior night of football as well.
I love it. Oh, goodness. All right. Got a spectator down there. I don't know. There we go. Oh, that's a spectator. I saw movement in the corner, and I got excited. All right. So, 17 minutes, 45 seconds. And the reality is this is getting close. Believe it or not, they're going to cover a lot of ground in those last 3 or 4 minutes. So, this is by the caretaker's house, which is straight across from us.
Now, I'll be honest, like, 20-minute mark is usually your mark in cross-country meets. But a course like this that's so up and down and so zigzag, like, I don't know what the standard is.
Well,
and I'm anxious to ask that.
Is it right around probably a 22, 23?
That's a great question. And so that's probably a very fair time. The tougher the course, you know. I have seen some times on some of the different courses that were 18 minutes. Now, I think exactly where you were going, that maybe that's a much flatter course where you're able to keep that consistent pace. And let's face it, when you climb Kill Hill, you're not running it at your normal pace. If you do, you're probably going to stop at the water tank for 10 minutes to catch up.
Yeah, if you're sprinting that, you're probably setting yourself up for some hurting.
Yeah. Even the best of the best runners are going to pace themselves where they need to, not to overburn.
I think the last meet that we went to over at Cooper's Rock, I think we had like an 18-minute time when they ran that 5K race.
Okay, yeah,
and that was when we went to that 50K as well.
Right.
We were looking, but they had a bunch of different K races going on.
18's flying on 3 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 minutes a mile.
Yeah,
you know,
that's flying.
Impressive.
There we go. Look at this, guys. Side by side has made the caretaker's house.
And we're going to hope to see Laura Kane in the first position.
Exactly. Or neck and neck, setting herself up to make a pass when when deemed necessary.
Seeing definitely some clapping right there.
Neck
We
and
got
neck for
two.
sure.
There it is.
Still the same two, it looks like, Doddridge County's.
26 and which is the Bailey Holden and Laura Kane, 1 and 2 right now.
See, this is exciting to me because they're neck and neck and got through the hardest part of the course. You
Right.
know, when they get towards this finish line,
it's going to be a battle.
It's going to be a battle.
Well, we're going to see who's got the best finish. I believe is what this is going to boil down to. They're that close that it really is.
It might turn into who cuts the corners. In all honesty,
who can edge it?
Yeah.
You know, on it. Yeah, who can really edge the corner and the will.
Yeah,
you got to will it to
because
yourself.
we're looking at a pretty sharp corner right here. I mean, right off the bat.
And that's what Laura kind of has. She knows the course. You know,
yeah.
she knows what to do. And so that's going to help her tremendously.
Savannah Holden from South Harrison just came through there, and I missed the second one. So that's top 4 runners right there. Groups of 2, nonetheless. And clicking in on that 21-minute mark.
It looks like Laura Kane has pulled ahead.
Pulled ahead.
Can she keep it? That'll be the question.
Yeah, was it too soon?
She's coming by the volleyball, so she'll be coming right in front of us any second
Yep,
now.
be rounding that. Oh, and I tell you what, they're going to make this a race, buddy.
Oh, man. They are flying.
Holy cow. These two are
Neck
trucking.
Now she's setting up to cut this corner.
Yep. Here we go.
Go,
folks,
Lord,
this
go.
is the kind of race you want to see right here. Finish strong, finish strong.
Oh, she cut the corner.
Will be a photo finish.
Oh, my goodness.
I think the
Looks
girl
like,
from Dodgers.
I think she pulled ahead right there at the last minute. Yep.
What
Holden
an
got
effort
her.
by both of those girls, though.
Great job.
I mean, all they had.
Listen, that was a very, very long burst because they bursted way back there on the other side of the home plate.
I think the only other thing she could have done was dove.
No.
I mean.
Now, is that a timing line? If you don't trigger the time.
Oh, that's a great question.
I never thought of that. Yeah.
Because I know in track it's a line, but I don't know how cross country works.
I don't either.
Here we go. Number 55 from South Harrison looking like she's going to take 3rd place.
And that is another Holden, Savannah Holden.
And another Doddridge County runner coming behind, number 25.
25.
Which I believe is Cassidy
Cumberledge.
Cumberledge,
Yeah,
yes.
right on. Good memory, buddy.
Yeah.
I tell you what, those girls put some distance between people right there.
Yes, they did. And there's some good runners left in the pack back
Oh, my
there,
goodness.
you
You
know?
ain't kidding.
So right now we got Dodgers with a 1 and a 4 unofficially. We got Braxton with a 2, so it's really going to play vital here on our next series of runners.
This next pack of runners, and we'll try and keep up with that as they come in.
I see some yellow and some green, so we're looking.
Oh, wow. So we got
number 11, Addison Lloyd.
Atta girl.
And then 27, which is from Doddridge County, Caitlin Key.
So Addison and Caitlin coming through here. And here's the thing, times don't really matter.
Here's another Braxton girl, number 9. Looks like Reese.
Yep,
Given?
Reese Carpenter.
Or Carpenter, yes.
Yep, and Tegan Huff. Aha, and a Payne.
Leah Payne and Chelsea Payne to follow her.
Oh, wow, nice job, ladies. Nice job. And another eagle.
And you can just see it on their facial expressions how tough it is out there. Like, they are grinding through.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So right now we've got 2 Doddridge finishers. We've got 3 Doddridge. So we've got 1st, 4th, 6th. 1st, 4th, and 6th for Doddridge. And then Braxton has 2.
Say number 57.
5.
Dakota James for South Harrison. There's number 12, Bethany Payne.
All right. Another Braxton lady finishing. Here comes another one, Miss Garrett.
Yep, number 9. Or she can catch up.
I was putting it up.
Finish strong.
Because I was drinking, but it's probably fine.
All right. All right. We are currently joined with Braxton County's Laura Kane, who just finished second with a time of 21 minutes, 40 seconds, and 82 100ths of a second. Nice job.
Thank you.
Now, tell us about that finish right there. My gosh, you guys were neck and neck from the other side of the field.
Yeah, it was kind of like that the whole race. I was trying to run smart, like take it easy on the hills, and then was planning on trying to sprint it out at the end.
Gotcha.
But it's hot.
Well, listen, and I'm sure the shade kept you guys cool to a degree.
It did.
But once you come out of it, you felt it instantly, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. I usually like running because usually the high school always runs before the middle school.
Mm-hmm.
But this time it got switched, which I think it affected a few. But it could have been worse. It's
Sure.
not too bad. I
No,
mean, our whole course is mainly wooded, which I feel like a lot of people like about it. So it keeps you pretty cool.
As a general, so far the people that we have spoken to have liked the course. So I think that it is a very good course. It's challenging. That's one of the things everybody talks about is how challenging it is. And we've talked in the past, and you would echo that. It's a challenge.
Definitely. Especially everyone loves Kill Hill because it's definitely a challenge. People come here and they're like, oh, we have to go up Kill Hill. But, once you get over it, people really just feel the pride from it.
Sure.
From conquering it. So it's definitely probably one of the toughest hills anyone will ever face in West Virginia.
And we've asked every runner we've had on here about Kill Hill, and you get to run this every day, for practice and stuff. How much of an advantage does that give you? Because you know how, not just Kill Hill, but the course, because you know where to use your energy, where to conserve your energy, where to cut this corner or whatever.
Right, it's definitely a huge advantage, and I feel like when we go to other courses that have a lot of hills and Clay, for example, their course is rough, and they have a lot of hills, but we just plow right through it because we're just so used to it. It's just what we're used to training on. Sometimes we get in trouble in the flats, though, because of that, because we train hills, but then when we have to go and run a flat, rail trail or something, we struggle.
I can see that. I really can. If it's what you train for. So that kind of leads us into something. So obviously, and congratulations, you guys, state champions last year. We can't say enough about how proud Braxton County is of you guys and what you've done. Leading into that now, you have gotten the opportunity to run at Cabell Midland, right? That's where it's held, multiple times. Is there benefits of running here that help you with Cabell Midland?
Definitely. Within the first mile, there's that slight hill. Well, to me, it's slight because I'm just so used to just going straight up a mountain or whatever. But there's that hill, and it's a gradual incline. And a lot of people, when they get to that first mile and they get there, it really hurts them. But for us, I feel like we just cruise right up it. And then after that hill, it's smooth sailing because the rest of it's just flat. And then you get to go back down it. So I think that definitely helps us.
Outstanding.
Now, you guys, as winning the state championship last year, defending state champions, when you guys go to a race, do you kind of feel like we got a target on our back? Because I know some teams say we won the state championship, everybody's getting our bet, we're getting everybody's best. Do you feel, or is there added pressure, or you guys just let's just go run and do the best we can and we'll get the results we want?
I think we mainly rely on each other. Before every race, we're joking, laughing, having a good time. Having a team that's that close and out of the race is so important. And I feel no matter what pressure is put on us, we just lean on each other and balance it out, and it doesn't really bother us.
Do you believe that closeness? One of the things that we were talking with Coach Lloyd about last night is, as a team, you guys have collectively increased your speed. You know what I mean? The gap is shrinking, meaning we're getting more girls closer to the front. And do you feel like that's been one of the benefits, is because you guys don't mind working together, you're pushing each other? You know what I mean? That team theory, it's a common goal.
Definitely. I think us being that close really does help us because, like, every year, like, you can see, like, with our times, like, we're each, like, shaving off to get closer and closer to each other so that when we do go to states, we're able to at least place together as a team. I feel like we don't have a lot of runners individually that just come out and are, like, running sub, like,
Right.
19s or sub, like, in the 18s, but we're just so close together that's what helps us score and just brings the team into cross country. Like, it's not anything about individual with us, I feel like.
Well, and that's exciting. And I'm sure Cody will allude to that. When you get a team that's close, there's really not much you can't do as a team.
Right, because, like, even if other teams have, like, that one runner that's running, like, super quick, it doesn't matter if the other team can't close that distance with their first place person. So I feel like that's just a huge thing that's to us. It's important.
And we notice, we can tell, like, you guys have good team camaraderie. And, like, even when you graduated a couple last year, you got these 8th graders, and you guys, like, you upperclassmen just kind of, like, said, all right, just huddle in. You're a part of us now.
Yep.
Definitely.
And you can tell that by the numbers that you guys are putting up as a team. Like, I mean, shoot, look here. You got 6 Eagles in the top 10. And, like, we haven't seen that from any school, middle school, high school, all day. And, you know, you guys are just a tight-knit group, and you can tell.
And I think it helps because we practice together in most races. Like, we always go together. So if the Braxton Middle's there, the high school is usually right there with them if there's a high school race going on that day. And we cheer each other on. Like, when we're warming up, we'll run up on the trail and walk it and cheer on the middle school, and they'll do the same for us. So I think that's really what helps us embrace those underclassmen because we already know them. Like, we, like, grew up with them. So it's not even – like, they've always been a high schooler to me almost in a way because they've always been there.
Awesome. That's and we, you know, we as coaches looking in from the outside, we love seeing teams built. You know what I mean? And it becomes what we call a program. And, you know, some of these underclassmen are really being helpful. And that's what it's all about, you know. And you've got some it just seems like the middle school is bringing up good runners year after year. And obviously you were part of that middle school team that has come up and is now a senior. I mean, this is it. You know, and so super excited about what you guys have been able to do and the culture change that you all have created. I think it shows and it's a compliment.
Right. Like, I didn't start cross country till my freshman year of high school, but I ran track, and I feel like with track, it's like the same way. Like, middle school's there, the high school's there. Like, we're just like a tight knit because, like, we only have a few places to practice, so we always just practice together.
You're together because of that. Yeah.
We ride the bus together. It's all the same.
All right, so any future plans?
Well, I want to go on and try to run at Marshall University.
Outstanding.
Right now I'm doing volleyball and cross country, which I think it doesn't really affect my performance, but it doesn't, like, necessarily make me better because, like, with volleyball I kind of have to be there. Like, you know, like, because I'm a speaking captain for them, so I need to be there. I need to make sure the girls aren't in their heads, make sure they're ready to play and stuff. So I'm not able to get as many miles as I want to, especially on game days.
Sure.
Because we've been having quite a few of try matches. But other than that, I'm, like, really happy with how my senior year is going.
Awesome. And we are as well, and we're super excited for Braxton County cross country. I'm just telling you, as a county, we, you know, you girls have just represented us so well, and we're just proud of you.
Yeah, I mean, you've really, like, you've put us on the map. Like, for cross country. I mean, like, if you go to Marshall, yes, you're going to be running for Marshall, but you represent, even when you leave, you represent Braxton County. And that's something you'll always do. And it's just an exciting thing.
Oh, yeah. We're proud, and you know, the list of girls on this team, I think, make great representatives for us. So keep, you know, as a senior, as a leader, encourage these younger ones to follow suit, work hard, and do the little details that you guys have done that made you successful. So, well, Laura, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and again, congratulations on second place. It was a great race, and we're just super proud.
Thank you.
All righty. That was Laura Kane joining us, Braxton County's runner, and second place. And just for kicks and giggles, I want to give you the split. It was 80 tenths of a second.
That's crazy.
It wasn't even a full second.
Yeah, and those girls were running hard.
What a great battle. And so that brings us to the young lady that just joined us, Bailey Holt from Dodgers County.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Well, listen, we just watched an amazing race. I don't know if you were there, if you were part of it. So congratulations on first. What a great finish.
Thank you.
Tell me about the course. What's your thoughts?
Oh, it's very rough. That first hill up there, it's so bad. It takes out all your energy.
And then they expect you to keep running for like another mile and a half. I mean, what's up with this?
Well, believe it or not, we've heard that from everybody. So,
how does this help you in the big picture, though, running tougher courses?
Well, Cabell Midland, that's the state course.
Yep.
It doesn't have very many hills, so running a course like this with a lot of hills, it kind of makes your mentality like a lot stronger, and you come out like mentally tougher. So then when you run a course like Cabell, it becomes a lot easier.
Well, and you just brought up something that, and I'm no runner, okay? I don't run. I do strength and conditioning. I pick up heavy things slowly, okay? That's what I do. But I have a tremendous respect for runners. And the mental aspect of it, to me, is fascinating because you have to battle yourself from the gunshot to the finish. Mentally, how have you learned to conquer that mental battle, and what are the things that you do that make you this good runner?
Yeah, I mean, my freshman and sophomore year, I wasn't, too good mentally. I feel like every time I ran, I always got down in the race. I was just like, I just wanted to give up. But then I got stronger, and I just told myself, like, you have to keep going. Like, this is all you got. This is what you've trained for. This is, everything that you've put out there. Like, you need to do it, and you need to do good. And, I've kind of just worked on that a lot over junior and now senior year. So.
Well, I'm a big advocate for mental training. I don't care what you're doing, whether it's business, whether it's lifting, whether it's running, in life. If you can become mentally strong, your body will follow what you tell it to do. Even when you think there's nothing left, you'll find the way. And you've read stories or you've heard stories about people that overcome incredible things in the wilderness, and you're like, how did you do that? Mentally, they just set their mind that they were going to make it, and guess what? They did.
Yep.
And so I just don't think you can ever put enough emphasis on mental training and being mentally tough. The finish, 80/10 of a second. It wasn't even a full second. That's a heck of a race.
It was tough, yeah.
And so you and Laura battled, and for us it was exciting to watch. Wow. And I see this as only things to come in the future as well. You guys are building a great camaraderie there, and of course, we have a tremendous amount of respect for Dodgers County and their runners. You guys have built a great program, so hats off to that.
Thank you.
What do you guys have coming up next?
We're going to the Rio Grande meet in Ohio.
Okay.
And we're finally going to have a team. We're getting our 5th runner that day, so it'll be good. We're getting Katie Cottrell back.
Okay.
So,
all right, you answered my question then. Earlier on, somebody had said that she had come back. So injuries or something, is that correct?
yeah, she has an injury, so she hasn't ran yet.
Okay.
But she'll be back.
All right, so that's only going to help.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, she's a good runner too. Yep. So you guys have got a lot now. How are you all set for underclassmen?
Not good. Not good.
And you know the importance of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in middle school, we had a full team of girls that were ready to come up in high school and run for high school. But, yeah, we don't have very many middle school runners. And then we just got, I think, like 2 new girls, and they're both freshmen, so that's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
As a coach, I coached high school football for a long time. I coached middle school for a long time. I always loved seeing the feeder programs, even like at the Pee-wee level. You know what I mean? When we had 10, 12, 14 kids coming up each time, some people say, well, that's a lot of competition. And, well, you know what competition does? It makes you better.
Yep, it's good.
It's very good. So good job. Well, listen, thank you for taking time. Come over and join us. I know you just finished a race, and people are bugging you right out of the gate. Get used to it. It's part of it. But thank you for your time. Congratulations. Great first place finish.
Thank you.
And we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All
Have
right.
a good day.
You too. All right. Great job right there. Bailey Holden from Doddridge County finishing up with a nice win. A close finish. My goodness. Golly.
Yeah,
them girls are fast.
Yes, they are. And that's kind of what you want as a runner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want that competition. And obviously Bailey and Laura are both excellent at what they do. And like I think it would be almost harder if you are seconds ahead, you know, to continue to motivate yourself. But when you have that constant pressure of another person, you know, I think that's what you want.
All right. We are getting ready to be joined by Savannah Holden. I think she's getting a headset on. Can you hear me, Savannah? Yeah. All right. Eric, can you turn her up just a little bit? How about now, Savannah?
Yep.
There we go. Much better. Now I can hear you good.
Okay.
All right. Well, congratulations. Third place.
Thank you.
All right. So what'd you think of the course?
It was tough. I took it out really fast. And
You sure did.
whenever no one else was with me, I was like, oh, I may have made a little bit of a mistake, but I think that played in my favor because up the hill, I got caught by the top two, and I feel like if I wouldn't have taken it out hard, then I would have got caught by more people on that.
Gotcha. You know what has really come for me, I'm not a runner, never did run, okay, played football, baseball, wrestle, and now I do strength conditioning. I coached football, coached baseball, but the thing that I never realized is the strategy that's involved in simply running. There are times when you have got to hold back. You know what I mean? You can't burn up all your energy right out of the gate. And there's times when, hey, you got to leave it all on the table. There, you know, there's no hold back. And so, and then also learning that, you know, do you feel like hills are your strength or the downhill's your strength?
I think it depends. I think I can get a good stride on downhill and gain momentum. And up the hill, I think I have to be more careful because of my breathing, to keep my breathing under control.
Good point. I would not be able to breathe. I don't know about you, Cody, but
no.
Breathing would not even be an option. That's why I didn't run that this morning. I drove it.
How hard is it as a runner? Like 5K, that's a long way, you know. Obviously, we don't do it, you know. When you come around and you're in that last stretch, you know, just to finish, how do you mentally, how do you just like, okay, you know, 100 more yards, 200 more yards, like you got to push through?
I think it's really that you just went a whole 3 miles and like you only have 200 meters left.
Yeah, you're not going to
quit.
So,
yeah, it kind of like it's the light at the end of the tunnel.
She just really flipped that. Instead of looking at, man, I went this far and I still have to do that, she said, that's all I got left.
Yeah.
You know, mentally, that's a big switch. And to me, there's a huge difference in that.
Yes, there is. Because you got to have a positive mindset.
Exactly. And
know?
she just did that.
And to have that as a runner, even if you're on, you know, the first 100 meters or the last 100 meters, you know, you got to stay positive. And sometimes it's probably hard, especially if you're not running the race that you want to run that day.
Right.
You know, so. But personally, as a runner or as a team, like what's your goal for this year? Is it like LKC, like championship, or is it just to continue to push out better times each week?
I would like to win a race and get All-State.
Nice. Very nice. What grade level are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. So you've got some time left in this, and you're competing at a very high level. So I see good things in your future.
Thank you.
Awesome. How many girls do you guys have on South Harrison?
We have 8.
8. All right. So that's good. You've got a full team.
Yeah.
You got people to help you push you, people to train with, to run with. And that is the start of our boys race. Boy, this stuff goes quick once we get into it. So, what are your goals, as Cody was saying, at your next meet? Where are you going next? And is your next meet a meet that you're absolutely dead set on winning?
So our next meet is our home meet, and I would like to win that.
There you go.
There is one girl that beat me at our last race that's going to be there, but I think I can pace with her.
Payback, right? That's right. That's your home turf.
Yeah, you want to defend your home turf.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Well, Savannah, great job. Congratulations on third place in what I believe is a pretty good competition here. I think you've proven well that you deserve to be here. You're a good runner, and, especially being a sophomore. I think that speaks volume about the work you've put in. So congratulations. Great job.
Thank you.
Great job. Well, good luck the rest of the season, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. You too.
All righty. And that was Savannah Holden from the South Harrison Hawks. Great job. Good finish. Young lady can run, and she's a sophomore. 2 seniors and a sophomore in the top. That's impressive.
Yeah, she's got a bright future.
Absolutely. All right, where are we at there, Cody? I'm trying to look and see who's who.
A minute and 30 into our boys race, and we got 117 from Scott. I don't know who that is, but I knew second place is a Braxton County boy. It's George Campos. George actually is one of my golfers.
Really?
Now dropped into third, yes. And let me tell you, there's no kid that wants to learn and get better, especially in my sport, than him. He's one of those kids you just dream of coaching, So it's good to see him.
All right.
Him up in the top.
Well, and I've got numbers pulled up finally here, so we can kind of begin to get some numbers and get you some placings. Let's see here. Sorry, folks, I'm having trouble getting that second badge.
Braden Lane, 117.
117
is our leader.
Oh, okay. From Scott.
Yes.
Braden Lane's our leader. Badge 117. Okay.
I don't know who second place is now.
They're making that long loop around behind the mud pit.
Yep. And this will be the same exact course the girls just ran. So
correct.
We're probably going to be right around that 20-minute mark again, I would assume.
Sometimes they're a little quicker. I've been a little amazed at the state meet. The only way I can describe is it looked to me like a bunch of gazelles that came running. It was unreal. I mean, those guys were flying. And downhill, one of the downhills that I was kind of close to it wasn't steep. It was moderately steep. And the ability for them to run downhill and not lose any balance amazed me. It was something. All right.
So we got 84 from South Harrison is your new leader. She's got an update, and that is Sam Gola, I'm going to say is how you say that last name.
That looks green to me, though.
From Doddridge.
From Doddridge.
Doddridge County.
Okay, sorry.
All the schools are running together.
Listen, we've looked at a lot of numbers and a lot of jerseys.
Yeah.
And this is the final race of the day, the boys' high school. So hang with us just a little longer, folks. Been a long day, but it's been a great day, in my opinion, for Braxton County sports and just cross-country in general.
Yes. I mean, you just look at that last race, girls. Speaking on Braxton County, 6 in the top 10.
Is that not amazing? Seriously.
Yes.
Hats off to them.
I mean, I don't want to jump the gun, but I would go to say that would give them the advantage in the team scores. I would have to say.
I would think. All right. I'm trying to focus on that and them bouncing. I don't know why that side-by-side can't drive still.
Whoever our cameraman is needs to step up.
I'll tell you what, we're going to give him a hard time when he gets back, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
It won't bother me at all. All right, so it is Doddridge County still in the first place right there. And, oh, boy, our numbers are mixed up again.
84, Sam Gola.
Sam Gola.
I'm saying Gola.
Yep.
I think.
Yep, I think you're right.
Some Lewis County runners.
Pace is pretty doggone good still, isn't it, coming around through there. In the group, to me, there's a lot of runners that are in a good position right here. If they fare well on the hill, they could close the gap. The hill will be the determining factor to see who closes and who loses. Just under 6 minutes, so I would envision that they are close to a mile. Maybe a little less, obviously, because of the toughness of this hill.
Speaking on Braxton County, we only have 2 boy runners. George Campos, number 66, and Connor Tennell, number 67. I know Connor is a freshman, but, hope to see that number grow.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things we were talking to Ira Ransbottom about, is getting those numbers up. I mean, having more guys to train with and bring more to the table. I mean, in all sincerity, right now, Braxton can't compete in the team division. No. They don't have enough to actually be considered a team. So that's tough.
And with the success of our girls program, you would hope to see that number grow.
We really need it to. It's seriously important.
Looks like we're up at the water tower now, so we should see some runners come through. Leader just went through.
Leader has passed. All right. Interesting to see the gap. Okay. Look at the pack coming right here. Every one of these runners has a very good opportunity right here. They're not out of it.
No. It's when you could start getting your stride in this downhill flat. You'll see a lot of position change.
These guys catch their breath. I'm stopping if I'm going to catch my breath. Oh, goodness. Another little cluster coming around the corner there at the water tower. Got a complete hodgepodge of runners, don't we? We don't see any team stacked up quite like those Braxton girls were that you were just talking about.
Yeah, they were. You could tell they run together. I mean, finished, I think, 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9, 10 was all Braxton County, I think. So,
as these guys continue to pace and come around through here, the leader, if he's continuing this pace, he is definitely creating some separation, and he's about to the point. Once you hit the tower, things really do kind of level out. I'm not going to say it's flat because I wrote it. It's not flat, but it is to a cross-country runner. It's flat.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what the boy will post time-wise, because he was at like the 7-minute mark when he came past the water tower.
Past the water tower, okay.
So, I mean,
that may be under 20.
Be under 20. Should be posting a pretty good time.
All right, folks, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back and fill you in on the action.
I left my phone in the living room. This isn't the most efficient way for people or air to travel. Ducts produce uneven temperatures and energy loss. Mitsubishi Electric Systems offer a better way with no new ductwork and lower energy bills. So everyone gets exactly what they want! Mitsubishi Electric Cooling and Heating. Make comfort personal.
WVU Medicine Braxton County Memorial Hospital has been providing high-quality health care close to home since 1981. We are committed to the communities we serve and strive every day to make a difference in our patients' lives. At Braxton County Memorial Hospital, our caring and compassionate staff are here to assist you with your needs, including, but not limited to, an emergency department that provides acute care services to patients of all ages 24 hours a day.
Are you looking for a new Chevy to support the Braxton County Eagles? Then we have them here in Flatwoods at Midstage Chevrolet. I-79, exit 67 in Flatwoods. Huge selection, great deals, and our 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come get your new Chevy and show your Eagle pride this year from the Eagles partner, Midstage Chevrolet. I-79, exit 67 in Flatwoods. MidstageChevy.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
How easy is it to purchase your new camper at Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center? Our knowledgeable staff can show you over 150 new and pre-owned RVs on site. Our team will ensure that all stress is removed from the buying process as you become a part of the Mountaineer RV family. How easy is it to use your new camper from Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center? Pick a spot, unwind, and start making memories. Come check out your adventure headquarters, Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center.
The Roach Funeral Home's goal is to give the families we serve a warm and relaxed home to come to during the difficult moments in their lives. To facilitate meaningful and respectful ways for families to grieve their loss and celebrate the memories of their loved ones. We are guided by the concept of fundamental honesty and fairness in everything we do. We offer traditional funeral and cremation services. We also offer pre-need consultations where planning ahead can make all the difference to your family. At the Roach Funeral Home, the friendship of those we serve is the foundation of our business.
Welcome back to Braxton Live, the No Excuses Braxton Invitational Cross Country Showdown. And I'll tell you what, we've had a great race thus far. The boys are still kicking that hill. And joining us is Robert Lloyd, head coach of the Braxton County Eagles. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, Coach, wow is all I can say about that race. Great job. I, as a coach, you've got to be very pleased with the team.
Oh, yeah. Like some of these teams have never come here before because, we wasn't in their class. But now that we're in their class, you have a few new teams showing up to see, basically just gauging us all season long, just about gauging people,
Find out what you're made of.
Right.
See where you work. Where do you put in your work?
Yep.
So, your runners as a group, and we talked about this a little bit a couple of times now, very impressively have shortened all their times and are closing that window. That has got to have you excited for the future and the one that really counts, if you will.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned a little bit last night, but we'll all talk about the gap or whatever. And there's a few teams out there, Williamstown or whatever, their gap's 530 something. And with their girls, just the way they train all the time, I think they are topped out, like with speed.
Right.
We still have way more to go because I'm just hitting speed every little bit. I'm doing more strength early on, and we're going to hit the speed.
You're going to peak speed right at the
yeah.
end. Yep. Absolutely.
But as far as, like I said, people coming out and just sizing us up, which that's great because I'd be doing the same thing,
No better way to find out what you need to work on than to get put to a test.
Exactly.
I as a coach, I always, when we scrimmaged, I wanted a team that was tough, and I wanted us to get shoved around at times. I wanted us to do the right thing at times. You know what I mean? You want to see both sides of it and see how you react.
Oh, yeah. So just like that, win or lose, the couple foot races you've seen in that girls' race at the end, that's what, to me, this is all about. I don't really care less who wins or who loses there, but to see them push that hard at the end, that's when you're,
That's when growth occurs to me.
Yeah, mind-strong competitors are going at it.
Yep.
Yeah. We were talking about with Laura, talking about teams coming in and just looking at you guys. I mean, even they might not realize it, but you guys got like a target on your back now.
We
defending state champs. Yeah. Obviously your team is still very talented, but like you're going to get everybody's best from here on out.
Yeah. And so how regionals work? Top 10 gets on the roster. Only 7 can run. So that tightness or whatever you want to call it, that core gap or whatever, if you're wanting to be in that top 7, you've got to be pushing. And
right.
that's the inner competition and not having to worry about too much of the outer competition
Right.
in the same sense.
That makes perfect sense. I mean,
If you're doing what you need to do within, then the other should hopefully fall into place.
Yeah,
Right.
and Laura, she reflected that here too. Like, she said everybody pushes everybody in your group.
They
like,
do.
Even your freshmen coming up, just making your seniors better.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's good. That's what you want as a coach.
Yeah.
As a whole, I too believe that these girls have developed the mindset that the team is priority. You know what I mean? Their focus is to win the team championship.
Yeah.
And wherever else the chips fall, they fall.
Exactly.
We'll just be tickled plumb to death.
Yep.
But we want to be a two-time. Listen, that's never happened in school history.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
A two-time team.
Yeah.
We've only got
we only
two
have to.
teams.
We only have to.
And they're in two different sports. So what they just have a shot at, doing is special. So congratulations. Now, Ira Ransbottom ran really well.
Absolutely.
What do we got to do to get more boys out?
Well, I have 10 boys at the middle school level.
Okay, good.
So 3 of them's 8th graders. They'll be moving up and joining the 2 individuals running now, George and Connor, next season. So we'll actually have a boys team next year.
Outstanding.
As far as Ira goes, I mean, he doesn't have an off switch. So
I can tell.
he just goes and goes and goes. Yep. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's towards the top by his senior year come when it goes to states.
He does seem like he's got that motor,
He
that
does.
drive.
He does.
Yeah, he ran that 3K, sat down here, and by the way he talked, he could have ran another one just like that.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, he wasn't even breathing hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he was not. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. That's something I'd like to see as the program builds, that it's boys and girls.
Yep.
And that the other side of that is if you can get some really fast boys, they can push the girls.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's a win-win both sides. So
and those 3 8th graders honestly would be right there with our top girls right now.
That's awesome.
And
yeah,
I mean,
that's what it takes.
They're younger, but still they got 4 more years after this too to get to where they are.
I think that's the most impressive thing. Obviously, winning a state championship in any sport is difficult, but building a program is even more difficult, and that's what you're doing. And it speaks volumes that last year win state championship, this year you come back with arguably a better team and a better group of runners, and you're number 1 in the state right now, probably favored to do it again. And then next year you're going to get another wave of kids from the middle school
that are going to help. Yeah,
it's going to be step right.
There
you
we
lose
go.
some, the other ones just fall right in place.
We have got a side-by-side running around. We're getting ready to bring in some runners here. Who have we got there? Number
84.
84. And our numbers are not in order. It is Samuel Gola from Dodgers County. And he has put some separation. He slammed that door shut on first place.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's a very sound win. Number 70 is Micah Hale out of Capital. He's still cruising pretty good. Picked up a little pace as he turned the corner.
Dodgers got a great running program, and they have for years. And just to try to compete with them is a great honor, I guess you could say, as well as they have a good running,
And
program.
I think the key word that you used is program. They have developed a program, and that's the key. Cooper Burkhammer from Lewis County.
How are our boys this year? I know you only have 2 individuals, so you can't rank them as a team, but even though if they're not finishing in the top 10, are they still continuing to get better? Because I know George, for example, he plays golf for me.
Right.
He's constantly asking questions, always doing something to get better and working on his own. Do you see that with both of them as individuals on your team?
Yeah. George asks questions all the time. He went out on a limb yesterday. He said his goal was top 10 today, and you seen him leading.
Yeah, he was top.
He was leading.
Yeah.
He doesn't have quite that motor yet, but he's working for it. And
it will come if you work at it.
You got to work on it. If you're not pushing yourself, then you're not getting better.
Well, Cody mentioned just what a joy he is to coach, and that he'll work.
He will.
And that those are 2 things that it's hard for us to instill in a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they already have them,
Yeah.
we can get the rest to them.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing.
And then as far as my other runner, Connor, he's a freshman, come over, transferred from Nicholas County,
Okay.
and he's doing quite well too. He hangs with the upper girls pretty good. Yep.
It'll be good to get that wave of 8th graders in to push these other runners like George and Connor too.
Yeah. 132.
132. Isaac Conway.
If y'all don't care, I'm going to hop off here
Yes,
and
sir.
start hollering.
Yeah, 10-4.
Thank you
Thanks
for
stopping by.
taking time.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
All right. Good luck, Coach.
Whole cluster of kids just come by right there.
I'm telling you what, buddy, they're rolling in now. Got a Clay County runner right there, was making a good kick. Another Lewis County, Capital. Got them running by in droves.
Doddridge County, number 90. Jared Trent. And you can see by the numbers of kids they have and where they place. And Doddridge County is an impressive school.
They are.
With their cross-country program.
It's a program, exactly. I mean, these guys are pushing each other. They're running everything, doing a great job. Doing a great job. So this is Sam Gola.
Said it was his first win.
Oh, wow.
As a sophomore.
Congrats.
So, no better day to do it than
No.
today.
Awesome. Have a seat. Catch your breath. Put this headset on.
We are getting packs of kids in at this point. They are really starting to thin out the field. I don't have any times coming in just yet. Sometimes the update takes a little bit to sync to us, but we've got a bunch of people have already crossed in. We are joined by Sam Gola, who is your first place winner from Doddridge County. How you doing, Sam? Hold on just a second. There we go. We got you live now, buddy. All right. Well, thank you for taking time to come over here. I got a question for you. Rumor has it that was your first win right there.
It was.
Outstanding.
It felt great getting a win finally.
Congratulations. And listen, you didn't just win. You made a statement win. You put some distance between you and everybody else.
I just tried not to take the first mile too hard because I knew that hill's like a killer because that's what my coach told me to do. And I listened to him, and I just was able to take the lead, and I never looked back.
Funny how sometimes following what Coach says works out well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Feels good to get your first win. All that hard work paid off all season, brings you this moment. So that's congratulations.
Thank you.
What grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. Doddridge County got some young, good athletes, buddy.
Yeah, we got a new freshman this year, and I think we're looking to be better next year.
That is the ultimate goal, is it not? To continue to build the program, hand down something that's in better shape than when you got there, which is still in good shape. You know what I'm saying? But as an athlete, you always want to leave that legacy for the underclassmen. Obviously, I consider a sophomore an underclassman.
Yeah.
You know, but you're making a statement already, and so congratulations on that first place win, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So tell me your thoughts now that you've run Kill Hill.
Oh, it definitely killed me. My legs were as tight as could be when I got to the top of that hill. I had to try not to die out after that, and I did my best after that. So.
Well, I drove the course this morning, and yes, that's right. I drove the course. I did not run it. Okay, and I want to go back now and actually map the length of uphill. It's a long ways.
It felt very long.
It really is, and I think I have a lot of respect for you guys that are able to continue to run and not stop and take breaks. So hats off for that. But when you hit the top and you got up and you started making the ridge, this ridge on this map, it's up and down, but it's nothing like from this corner to there.
Yeah.
So how long does it take you to reestablish that breath and be like, okay, I got this?
It takes a little while, but you just have to try to do it quickly and get back to work, because you definitely slow down on the hill, but you just have to power through it and keep running strong.
All right.
Well, obviously coming in, your coach probably told you there's a huge uphill stretch.
Yeah.
What's your approach and your mindset before, when you start the race? Is it just pace myself and then I'll gain the ground on the downhill, or is it let's try to get up the hill and establish momentum early?
I always try to get up the hill as fast as I can, because our course has many hills and we practice them a lot. So it's more like try to take the hill as strong as you can, even if your legs are tired.
Well, and running is a very mental sport. Quite to what a lot of people that don't run, and I'm not a runner, okay? I'm just taking this from what I've learned over the years. You guys have to battle yourself constantly on the course.
Yeah.
The mind says, I'm tired, and you got to say, hey, shut up, keep running.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have that battle constantly. And so for you, at what point does that battle begin? Is it an early battle, or is it like mid-race? Where do you really start to have to, go get tough, if you will?
I mean, honestly, my mind plays games like really from the start, because you just have to try to maybe take it a little slower before you go up the hill, and your mind is definitely a big part of the game, because you can't tell yourself you're tired, and because when you do, you'll slow down.
Well, and it's funny what you were talking about there. One of the other runners, and I think you will agree with this, and it was one of the young ladies said, I was really trying hard to run smart.
Yeah.
And so to not blow yourself on that climb.
Yeah.
Because that would be tough to recover from if you genuinely gas yourself at the wrong time.
Yeah, because it was already tough even after, because I did try to take the first mile slower, but it was still tough to even get up that hill.
Now, do you just cross country or track, or do you do other sports?
I do just cross country and track.
Just cross, because we were talking earlier, as soon as that gun goes off, it's you till the finish line,
Yeah.
It's not like basketball or something you get a timeout. There's no timeouts or water breaks on this. We're kind of joking about that water tower. We should put water out there.
Yeah, they should have put water up there for you.
I wish.
It's all mental, and it's just you running against yourself, really. I mean, you're trying to hit a certain mark, usually a time, and 18:23. I don't know what you had in mind, but for this course, as long as it is, it's a good time.
Yeah, that's definitely a good time for me.
Well, obviously, is that a PR on a race, or?
No, it's not.
I know all of them are different.
Yeah,
so.
That wasn't my PR, but my PR is on a flat course, so I'm not going to try to compare the times.
Fair enough, and I do understand that. So, on an average week, what kind of miles are you putting in to stay ready to run on Saturday?
Probably close to 30 plus, honestly, because we always have a long run every week almost. And, yeah, I'd say that's about it.
That's amazing.
That's more than some people put on their cars.
Yeah, that's more than some people drive to work for a week.
It's just, now, as a sophomore, obviously you have a long career ahead of you, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any goals this year? Do you want to win conference, or we had a girl say she wanted to be all-state earlier. So what are you?
I mean, honestly, I just like to get on the podium at states. I don't care what place it is. I just want to make it, because that'd just be great.
I have to agree. That's a very nice compliment for a runner, is to stand on that podium and obviously get your picture taken up there. That's what it's all about at that point. So,
and all these athletes we've heard are setting attainable goals.
Agree.
Agree. And obviously, it's going to take the work and the time to do that. But if you're running 30 miles a day, you're going to put in the work.
Yeah.
So it's good to set attainable goals, especially as young as you are, because after this year you have 2 more years that you're going to continue to get better every single year.
Yeah.
And so maybe by that senior, you're standing on that podium, but maybe you're standing in the number 1 spot.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That's what I'll definitely work for.
All right. Well, buddy, I tell you what, we sure appreciate your time and coming over and speaking with us after a big win. I'm sure you want to go celebrate with some of the team and do a little bit of high-fiving. We wish you the best of luck on the remainder of the season. And just, man, go enjoy this victory, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. That was Sam Gola from Dodgers County, the boys champion in his first win. So congratulations to him. Fine young man. I don't know. Have we gotten everybody across the line? Nope. Still got a few runners out.
We just had our last Braxton boy, George, cross the line. And he was the one Robert was talking about, was out front on the beginning of that hill. That just goes to show, like, if you attack that hill hard, you know, it's going to be a long day.
I just, and I have no intentions on going and running that hill at all. But I do really. The more you talk to these people and the more you listen, there is, you got to have a plan, or you could fall flat on your face.
Yeah.
So, and we talked about this a little bit early on. There is no shortcut. There's there's just miles, and the only way to do miles is to run miles. You can't eat a little extra tonight or nothing. And well, listen, we are about to wrap up. We just appreciate everybody who joined, watched us throughout the day. Thank you so much. We'll go over our sponsors list here one time, and we'll thank them. Braxton Citizens News, Dr. Chad Lancaster, DDS, El Gallo Mexican Restaurant, Gassaway Baptist Church, Glenville State University, Mart, H&H Housewashing, Little Caesars, Mid-State Chevrolet, Mountaineer RV and Outdoor Center, Rich's Refrigeration, Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, Welding, Roach Funeral Home, Ryan Shaver Photography, The Sports Connection, The Boss 97, and WVU Braxton County Memorial Hospital. Thank you guys for supporting this. The No Excuses Braxton Invitational. Great job, Eagles. And I don't know what's next for Braxton Live. I would assume it would be Friday night football. So stay tuned in. Invite your friends. Subscribe. Like the channel. Tell everybody you know. It helps. It makes a difference. And it'll keep things going if you like this show. Thanks again for all the participants. And Cody, thank you for sitting here talking to me all afternoon.
It was fun. It was fun getting to watch them race and talk to all the athletes and just hear, the different mindsets of every one.
Yep, I absolutely enjoyed it, and we'll do it again soon. All right.
Can't wait.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.